Whew. Hello, and welcome back to the chaos. So I realized a little bit late that my follower goal has exploded, and I'm well past it. So, some point in the future, I will be doing another Palia plushie giveaway that includes the really big plushies. Um, I don't know when that's gonna be. Tonight we are actually just diving back into Soulframe because why not? Obviously, it's a wonderful game, and I am still enjoying playing it at this time. I need to go very far north right now. Um, but yeah, welcome back, folks. I do see a few people popping into the TikTok stream, which is pretty awesome. Please feel free. Oh my gosh, I need to fix my that. Okay, for those of you who are popping in over on the vertical side, including TikTok, ignore that. It's gone. You can't see it anymore. We're not doing a giveaway. The giveaway was a few days ago. I'm so sorry if you guys are popping in thinking that I'm doing a giveaway. We are not doing a giveaway today. I have no more codes at this time. But I do appreciate y'all being here. If at any point while I am gaming, you guys have any questions, there's something in particular that you want to see, or anything like that, where it's like, how do I get access? How do I get this out of that? Like, just let me know. I'm happy to just kind of share what I know with my knowledge, all the chaos. And Peter, of course, who is hanging out at my feet right now making noises because he wants love and attention because he's a cat. So, but yeah, so apologies if y'all popped in because you're like, oh, what? Giveaway? I'm sorry. We're not doing the giveaway anymore for those who are over on TikTok. But I do appreciate you being here nonetheless. Happy to share this game with everybody. We are over on YouTube and Twitch. I'm going to keep messing up. Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube at this time. So, yeah, got a variety of places to watch all the chaos, mostly me dying. Actually, me dying a lot. Let's be real here. I do die a lot. And before y'all come at me and say it's a skill issue, yeah, 100% is. I'll be the first to admit I suck. So, it's all good. But, yeah, welcome in. Welcome to enjoying this wonderful game. I need to absorb some souls. Get over here. I need that snacky. Okay, got snacky. Come here. Come here, buddy. So as you can see, I'm actually in the grove for where Bromius will eventually kind of have his little finale with the singing and the, acorns raining down. I know, buddy, you hear me talking and you just want to be part of the conversation. It's okay. But it is not currently live, so that is why it looks as it does right now. Of course, we gotta release the cute, adorable animals because they are cute and adorable. Speaking of releasing the animals, I am releasing the kitty. Woo, that was... Oh, it's because the dead guy right there. I am releasing the kitty to sit up top just because he is very needy. He's actually probably starting to feel the effects of his, calming treat that I just gave him. And yeah, he does get a little high with that, so apologies. But yeah, it does look like there are a lot of people joining over on the TikTok side, so welcome in. I do have multiple chats up, so if I am looking over off to my side, just know that that is why. I'm not trying to ignore anybody or anything, regardless of whatever platform you're on. I do have one chat that you guys cannot see on my screen, but it is up and it is showing me at least Twitch. So if you are messaging over there, I'm able to kind of respond to you quicker. But yeah, welcome in. Also, I just realized I need to adjust my screen just a tiny bit because I have been having some bitrate issues. Um, my oh so lovely internet provider, I really, so I was under the impression I had Spectrum. I do not have Spectrum. I have Fission, I think it's called. I don't know. I don't like it. I hate it. They have been absolutely trash. I have never had such terrible experience with internet in my entire life as I have had with them, but they are currently the only provider in my neighborhood, so that is what I'm stuck with. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep an eye on my bitrate for that, just because that's usually my indicator that my game is about to crash and that like the whole stream is going down. So only reason I got that up, because otherwise I don't care. Y'all want to hang out? Great. And if not, it's fine. But yeah, so if there's anything at all that you guys want to know about this game, speculations, thoughts, whatever, please ask away. I am more than happy to let you know my thoughts and feelings on it. Take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, we all have our own opinions on things. And I think that was something I was going off on last stream. Is just, be mindful that, like, just because you followed somebody and you're like, oh, well, I really, admire them, so obviously their opinion is gold. Like, please think for yourself. Like, I'm not here for, groupthink, I think is the correct phrase. So, I would prefer it if you, came up with your own opinion on things. But yeah, so I do see we do have some people popping off over in TikTok. Welcome in. We are on the hunt today for some more joineries. They have allegedly been fixed. I haven't been able to play the last few days, A, because of weather, knocked out my power the last 2 days. And, well, my Wi-Fi more than anything. But also because my nibblings have been very needy and needing attention. Even with their very, very short attention spans. So I've been kind of doing a lot of gaming with them. Just because, they got a new sibling amongst them, so they're... You're just not moving, are you, buddy? So sorry for killing you here, then. Not killing, I'm sorry, releasing you through the... There you go, for free. But yeah, so they've been in some dire need of some attention, so I've been trying to give them that. And a little bit of, one-on-one time with their currently favorite aunt. I won't say I'm going to forever be their favorite aunt. Right now I am, just because I've been gaming with them, but I'm not under the delusion that they're going to love me their whole lives, my whole life, whatever. I fully recognize that those kids are going to move on with their lives, and I can go happily back to my little gaming world, so... It is what it is, but I am enjoying the time with them for now, so that is what I've been doing the last few days, but hopefully you guys have all been staying safe regardless of where you are in the world, and some of you, especially the two that won last week, and yes, both codes from last week have been claimed, have been playing Soulframe, so last week we did have those 2 codes given away. I do not remember the winners' names off the top of my head. I still have their messages over on the side, though. But yes, they both did reach out, and they both did say that they were able to get in. So, unfortunately for you all, I'm not doing a reroll on the code giveaway this time. I am hopeful that we can get some more in the future, but for right now, unfortunately, we do not have any extra codes. But... who knows, maybe in the next dev stream they'll have extra codes. Granted, I have no... what am I looking for here? I didn't even listen to what thing is. Oh, right, Intel. I missed the Intel, absolutely. There it is right there. But yeah, feel free to ask whatever questions. If you want to see certain things, let me know. I am happy to kind of adjust. I did swap back to my bow setup because I was running around with smooth last time, so I will actually swap back to my newly reforged Gwylan because I need to finish leveling that back up to rank 30. It is already rank 12 though, so it is, you know, catching up. But I do just... No, we're not surrendering! Oh my gosh. I hate that part. They did add the surrendering, the tails, if you kind of leave at certain points, so I do try to keep an eye on that just in case. Oh, I picked a really bad time to swap weapons. This will be fun. Ready to die? Alright, here he goes. This is where he died. Oh my god. Alright, he's going after my decoy, which is excellent. Alright, he's going down way faster than I thought he was. I'm not worried now. But yes, we did get the blessed... We still only have the 3 blessed joineries at this time. All 3 have been blessed by Mora. I've only reforged 1 weapon, and that is Gwylan, and I did reforge it into courage-based, just because that is a large portion of the stuff that I have right now. I may end up changing it in the future, back either to Spirit or Grace, just depending. But for right now, it works very well. And, I mean, obviously we've been leveling it up pretty quickly, so I'm not too worried about it right now. The new joineries definitely have been a bit of a challenge to get. I know that they dropped some hotfixes that were supposed to change that with how things dropped. I haven't done as much testing on those drops, though, as I would like. Again, just because I've been having so many issues with my Wi-Fi and everything. And most of the time when I am playing it is... Oops, that I didn't need, but yeah, I'll take it. Most of the time what I am playing on is my Steam Deck off stream, unless I'm doing some recordings. So... Yeah, that is what I've been on the lookout for. That was the wrong button. What am I looking for? Bird. Oh, I'm getting a... Oh, no, we're getting a Thunderstone after I kill the thing? Really? Okay. Sometimes the logic chain is a little flawed. Let me see, what is our... Oh, okay, we are going to do a thing. Okay. I feel better now. I'm like, sometimes... It does seem a little flawed. The last few times I've had to fetch a Thunderstone, I never ended up actually using it. It is showing... Oh, it's right here. I see it. I was going to say, it's showing that it's really close. But yeah, like, the last few times that I've gotten a Thunderstone, it has not been necessary because I've never used it. And unfortunately, it does not let you use it for future quests or anything like that, so it literally just kind of exists. But, no, it's all good. But yeah, oh my gosh, there are so many of you popping over on TikTok. I just got like 5 people in. Welcome in. Again, feel free to ask whatever questions. If there's a certain weapon, a certain armor set, whatever, let me know. I am happy to change. I have been using, oh, mostly. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Not me. Get wrecked. Ow! I am currently using Gwylan. I am using Siren. Siren is very, very nice for, oh, it has been dropping stuff. That's really nice. Siren has been really, really good for, just kind of my personal gameplay style, but I know everybody's a little bit different. A lot of folks have been using, spicier ones, like Ode Tempest and things like that. I know a lot of people really, really want Mora's Hand, but right now I think the majority of the consensus is that Mora's Hand needs a lot of work. It was one of the newest packs that we had, and it doesn't quite live up to its intended style, so I know that there's been a lot of feedback regarding that, so hopefully a rework for that is coming soon. I'm not personally worried about it, though. I know the team is definitely cooking on a lot of stuff, and that they will get around to it at some time or another. Definitely within the next year, so like I'm not worried about it right now. But yeah, welcome in. There are definitely a lot of bodies popping in. And yeah, So I know more and more people are wanting to get access to this game. I'm actually like really shocked at how much this game has been popping off over on TikTok. It makes me really happy, honestly. Um, but it's been really, really popping off over on TikTok. I've been getting more people reaching out asking about it. Drink your water. Stay hydrated, y'all. But more and more people have been asking about it, talking about it, and it's just really, really exciting to see. Okay, we just got it tempered. I mean, it's something, but not what I was hoping for. Um, but yeah, like, the number of people that are coming in who have no idea anything about, say, Warframe, or, like, very minimal experience with Warframe, they haven't necessarily played Warframe, are coming in and seeing Soulframe and asking about it. And honestly, like, I love seeing that. I love seeing that there is a whole crew coming in, a whole new genre of players popping in that have little to no experience with DE games and how things play in their systems and everything, and just seeing people get interested in this game. It's really incredible to see, and I've just been loving every single second of it along the way. And of course, y'all have been just blowing up things. Like, y'all blew my follower count out of the water, and I cannot thank y'all enough. Like I said, we are gonna definitely be doing I need to turn off my commands, actually, now that I'm thinking about that. Sorry, oh, I did turn that off. Excellent. Um, we are, hosting... I will be hosting a giveaway, though, in the future for Palia. For those of you who play Palia, I have a bunch of the limited plushies that are going to be strictly for giveaway purposes because we have reached our goal of 250. 250 was the goal that I wanted to kind of possibly be a content creator for some other games. Obviously, a lot of my plans have changed, though. I am currently... I just started working again. The job that I started up at is not what I was expecting. It was also not necessarily precisely what was advertised, so I am having to kind of go through some periods of trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. But it's okay. You know, that's part of life, is, you know, you get to experience the ups and downs of it, and, you know, not everything goes according to plan, so... unfortunately, in this case, that was definitely not according to plan. There was literally one type of job that I swore I would never work, and this job ended up being that, and it was not advertised as such, but it is that, and, I can't. I really can't, so, but throughout the process, it's been a very interesting process, in terms of their onboarding and everything. I have very detailed feedback for them. I don't know if they are interested in hearing it. They did ask for some feedback from the training stuff, and I did give them feedback on that. But the whole experience as a whole, the company definitely has some work cut out for them. And I mean, it was anonymous. Let's be real, anonymous surveys are not anonymous. So I'm sure they knew exactly who gave them that feedback, and all the details that I provided, I couldn't even give them all the feedback. That's the problem. Like, I literally hit the character limit on the feedback that I provided them. And I wasn't even close to being finished with the feedback. So it is an unfortunate experience, but it is, you know, part of adulting in life. So, right now, because of the nature of that particular work, I am not able to make videos during the week like I used to. So, for those who are subscribed over on my YouTube, I am sorry. You're not going to see any videos in the immediate future, except the ones that I make on Saturdays and Sundays. So, I will try to start churning more of those out, though, as I get into a better routine and everything. But like I said, just kind of started out on this and am also back to job hunting in the meantime. So it's good times, but yeah. Also, hello. I did not mean to ignore you. Prod Biavis. So this is so it is an open world. If you kind of check out also Nasi FLMAO. This is Soulframe. I actually, you know what? I'm gonna fix. Ignore the part that says giveaway. It is not giveaway. Okay. I'm gonna fix my chatter thing on there though, really quick, so it says the right things. Properties. Note. Okay. Game. Soulframe. That is not how you spell Soulframe. Sorry, y'all are getting the live version of me typing. It's wonderful. There we go. Now you can see. It is Soulframe. But so Prod Biavis, I think. If I'm saying that wrong, please correct me. So it is MMO light. If you've played Warframe, you will have a kind of idea of that. However, unlike Warframe, this is a lot more open world. You do have a very, very open map, so this is not even the full map. This is a very, very tiny portion of the entire world. Because this is Preludes, this is where the players are currently confined. When they release the actual game, hi Smooth, when they release the actual game, you are gonna be part of a much, much bigger world. So, yeah. There is some grind. I will. Yes, you're gonna be doing some grinding. If you know, like I said, if you know Warframe, you're gonna know about the grind a bit. My aim is wonderful, I promise. There is grind. You are gonna have to get some materials and things like that for crafting. Not gonna lie, that looked like a person just standing there, and it was really ominous, and I was distracted. Sorry. So there is gonna be some grinding. You are definitely going to be grinding out your materials. I mean, to me, it's not bad. But I've also been playing for quite a long time. So I do have a lot of resources here compared to other people. You can't even see it all because you're over on TikTok. But there are a boatload of resources, even just compared to here. But, again, everything right now is also still in flux. So things that I say right now could change by the time this game is fully released. It could change literally next week. I don't know. The team is definitely making some changes for things based off of player feedback and things like that. So I don't want to give you bad information, but yeah. It's definitely, it's not Warframe grind, that's for sure. Like, I think the worst I ever had was when they had the sapling drought, and that honestly, once I figured out where it was not bad, and they ended up fixing it very, very quickly. I was just impatient and really wanted a certain weapon, so that was on me. But yeah, they are definitely really, really good about it. Yes, it is. Yeah, thank you, Smooth. It is a bit more manageable within stages, for sure. So yeah, tantrum lightning. Yeah, no, it's good. Personally, I don't find it bad. I've definitely had worse grinds than in this game, by and far. The exploration, fun part is definitely exploration and farming. I am, like, fingers crossed hoping that they give us, like, an option to cook. So, we have had... I can't jump into it right now. If you guys remind me, there is a cooking pot in your Nightfold, in 2 places, actually. And they have had that for... not even Verminia. Smooth, by the way. They have had those cooking pots there since the beginning. So you have the one that's in your tent, and then you have the one right outside where Orangol used to sit. So it's like right outside when you're looking at your tent on the left side. They used to have those. And I'm like... I would love it if they added actual cooking into the game, because I'm like, I would crap the crap out of food. I would go farm resource. I would literally, if they turned this into like a farming, like a actual like casual farming sim where you could just, you know, garden and stuff, I would 100% probably play nothing else. I said that about base building, but like also with crafting, just because it is a lot of fun, in my opinion. And I just like doing that. Like, I think that's just like a fun little way to like relax at the end of the day, is just doing like a little bit of farming in a game. So, right, I'm down for cooking the mushrooms. Like, I know Firminio would probably kill us for it. I feel like what's wrong with you? But yeah, I am incredibly hopeful that they are gonna add that. I don't think I ever added that to feedback. You should add that to feedback if I have not, or if nobody else did. But yeah, I'm like, I would love to. Okay, yeah, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna jump back into my Nightfold, though, and kind of show off. But, like, there are those two places, and I'm like, there's no way we're not gonna be crafting. They are literally sitting there teasing me. You want to tell me that you added those in and we're not gonna be crafting, like, or, like, cooking? I feel like, I'm like, there's no way. Granted, that fire was there back when, you know, our freeloader was in there, but, you know, we don't need to talk about it. We don't talk about the freeloader who's no longer in there. But yeah, it's like, so yeah, that is one of my secret hopes, is that they add that in for sure. Yeah, he is. He's a freeloader. Okay, he is what he is. Or he was. He's not anymore. But he can just rot for now in his little crypt. I won't forgive him. Let's just put it that way. They would have to do a lot to get me to forgive him. Yeah, the traitor. Yeah. No, they would really, really have to do a lot to get me to like him. I guess maybe that would be goals, is to, you know, get me to... Yeah, absolutely. It's, right here. Oh yeah, we are ending in Stag. Heck yes. Yeah, it's this little village up here in the north. Welcome back. I hope it was wonderful, because the pictures were great. Definitely was. Oh, I forgot about Sprout. Where are you? Where are you? You glow. You glow. Where are you? I heard you. Why are you not glowing? There you are. Haha. I know. I've been hearing that. I haven't done any of the questing on it though, so I haven't checked. Actually, I keep wanting to check these guys. I want them to add the new joineries. That would be great. I would absolutely actually use my premium currency for that if they added that in. But yeah, oh yeah, for those of you who are hopping over on TikTok, welcome in, welcome in. There's like 8 of you just joined. But yeah, we are playing some Soulframe right now. And I'll make sure my internet does not crash and burn again, because it's already done that, and it did that while I was on my new job at work, and I work from home, and it was not a good look. Let's just put it that way. So, the rain was phenomenal. Okay, so I actually got a different video than the one I posted for the rain, and it was like flooding in the back. It was awesome. I mean, it was awesome in my opinion. Other people might not think so. But, like, we have a river in the back, we have a drain right in our backyard, so, like, everything flows right there. It was definitely flowing pretty well. Oh, he does. He has been so enjoying me talking to random strangers and hopping on while I'm, like, on a call or something with my coworkers, trying to learn things. Yeah, it's definitely been interesting. So, I know. I needed to level it up again, you know? Currently level 12, because I went and gave it the new Blessed Mora joinery, so it's no longer a spirit weapon. Alright, what are you giving me?
In Rora's name, do we tend to
Yes. We don't need that avocado. Shush. Yeah, I know. Honestly, the blessed ones have been Where is it? Hello? Did you drop anything? Don't tell me it's bugged on me. Oh, there we go. I got something. Not a joinery, it doesn't look like. Oh, well. Oh, we got a second one. We got a second chance. I'm calling it a second chance. Let's go. Unless it glitched and now I'm about to get infinite stacks, which would be awesome, not gonna lie. I don't think that's ever happened, but I will take it. Like, imagine if they just did infinite stacks. Oh, that would be a great bug. The new endless runs. Everybody would be doing those probably, just to get the joineries, you know. Right? I'm just like infinite spawning them. Be like, all right, who needs a stag? Come get your joinery. Right? First scene here, everybody. Oh, no, that honestly, that would be really funny, but I don't think that's the case. I think he's just... He might have spawned where it's, like... You know what? Here. We're just gonna lead you away just in case you do spawn. See, we're looking for bugs, and if it ends up turning into an exploit, like... We'll figure that part out. Alright, ooh, polished. Alright, I'll take it. I will take a polished. Another. Another? No? Alright. Well, it would have been nice. No, that honestly. If it just kept going, it would have been pretty funny. Ace, this is Soulframe, which I think is in the bottom, so just in case I missed your message, it is there. And I'm trying not to miss your guys' conversations, but I'm also being very terrible about the placement of this chat, so I'm actually going to move it over a little bit so I can see it a bit better. That's the problem with having multiple chats, is I don't know where I'm at, so it's all good though. But yeah, it's definitely a lot easier because I have Twitch right up on my screen, so I'm able to see that one pretty easily, but I have no way of pinning my multi one up, which is what I wanted to do, so I gotta find a better source for that in the future. But yeah, this is Soulframe. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, if there's something in particular you want to see, let me know. Happy to switch up what I'm doing. I'm just right now joinery farming as one does, because you know, I'm in desperate need of some good weapons. Not that I don't have good weapons. I have good weapons. I just also tend to die a lot, so if I could kill my enemies a little faster, that would help. Yes. Shh. No, I'm not gonna say that part out loud. Don't listen to Smooth. You can ignore Smooth. It's okay. Yeah. No, it's cool. If you guys want, it's fine. But... What's up? Had to be a deer or something I just passed, because there's no way this thing just moaned at me like that. Nah, Smooth, you're definitely my biggest cheerleader, I'll give you that, so. But no, if you don't have to follow if you don't want to. It is appreciated, but it is not required, so. But yeah, for those of you who are joining, though, over on TikTok and or YouTube, definitely feel free to let me know if there's any questions or anything that you have about this game. It is Soulframe. Again, I have it listed down in the bottom of the screen, but I do understand that sometimes that gets a little bogged down. And I actually have no idea how this looks on TikTok because I don't look at that sort of thing while I'm live. Anyways, but yeah, that is what we are currently playing right now. It's some lovely, yeah. I know it's funny. It's fine. It's just, you know, I'm not about farming those. You know, I'm all about, if you want to be here, and if you don't, you know, it's fine too. It's cool. I get it. People have lives. It's all good. Yeah, no. Honestly, it's funny because, like, as a viewer of streamers, like, I go in really weird waves of where I will just, like, watch nonstop streams for like days, or like I'll fall asleep watching streams or
It's all
whatever.
right, Steph.
And then I will also
Easiest
jump
photos
into
to use.
phases where I'm just like, I don't want to look at any stream ever. Like, I don't want to see it. Um, so like, I get it. People have lives. It's all good. But yeah. But yeah, so welcome in, folks. Like I said, and especially, like I said, the folks over on TikTok, because I'm really, really happy to see that that is actually working properly. Um, and able to show me when folks are joining. So, hello, Hoopjaw, I believe is how you pronounce that. So I don't really like MMOs either, Hoopjaw. So I hate games where like I'm sitting here and there's like an NPC and I'm talking and then there's just like a player running across in the distance or like dancing in front of me, doing stuff like that. I hate stuff like that. It drives me absolutely nuts. So if you have played Warframe, that's gonna be like my best way to kind of uh explain this is you're gonna have your open world, which is this lovely map right now. We are gonna have a lot more. This is just our current map right now. Um, you do have a couple of hubs. Thank you so much for that follow, by the way. We do have a couple of hubs that we can go to. So right now we only have the 3 faction hubs, which are located down here. So we do have the Alka's Children Enclave. I thought it was called the Children of Alka, but whatever. Alka's Children Enclave. We do have the Silent Rose Enclave and the Kith of Kings. Oh gosh, see, I put a space on my brain. Oh, there it is. The Kith of Kings Enclave. So those are our 3 factions right now. You are not limited based off of the faction you choose. You are not limited based off of whatever starter weapon or path that you choose. So in that regard, you are not locked in like most MMOs. You are free to choose whatever you want and always kind of make adjustments along the way. Um, Currently, I am part of the Children of Alka. Gotta pet the puppers, of course, because he's freaking adorable. So I'm currently part of the Children of Alka, but I have all 3 enclaves fully maxed out right now. I'm just honestly doing their quests because it's like the easiest way to try to farm what I'm currently farming. Um, but you do have a lot of things that you can kind of go through, and I know it's very, very limited on uh, the vertical version. But if I don't know if you can go full screen or not on the Twitch side or the TikTok side. I'm not 100% how that works out on your guys' end. But there are a lot of options that you have here. They did just add stats to all of the armors and everything. So that's okay, good. I'm glad because I'm like I feel really bad if I'm like showing things and you can only see like a tiny portion of it. Um, but yeah, so we do have like these are gonna be essentially your like magic pacts that you can use. You can freely change these at any time as long as you're not fighting enemies. We currently have 7 of them. They all have 3 unique abilities for each of them, plus some passives that are included for each one. This one that I currently have is Siren. This one works better for my personal preferences, as well as Orengal is one of my other favorites that I generally use a lot. But it also kind of depends on your play style. So, like, if you're really heavier handed in terms of like attacking people and wanting to like get up and personal and fighting them, you might use something like Ode Tempest or Mora's Hand. Whereas if you want to kind of keep it more magical, you might do a more distance fighting like the Siren or the Iselda. Um, right now, Orengal lets you summon little companions to kind of help you fight, which is adorable. And then you can also travel around as a wolf. Best way to travel right now, FYI. So there is a lot of different ways to just kind of customize your character, and you're not locked into anything so far. Now, what I will say is if this does follow similarly to Warframe, there will be certain story choices that you will be locked into. So right now our first locked in story choice is which puppy you choose. So I mean, obviously I went with this adorable little boy who was a dreamer, and I thought he was adorable. So obviously I had to choose him because he was daydreaming when I was choosing a puppy. But you have two other choices that you can make in that process. So there will always be some element of choice that will not necessarily impact the entirety of your game, but it will impact certain elements of your game, such as the look and name and personality of your puppy, um, or if you're in Warframe, things like that, you will know certain choices that you make do have a lasting impact. Like my choice with Lotus, and I'm still very, very bitter about that. But other than that, like, most of it's just like cosmetic choices. We are very soon to get transmog, so like I am looking like this right now with this armor set. This is probably not going to be the final look of what I'm going to look like. But it is still very, very early for customization. You do have crafting of weapons and armor.
Continue after.
I have everything unlocked. It doesn't show that these are unlocked. I sold these already, but I already mastered them, so like I'm not worried about that. So I hope that does kind of answer your thing. But like I said, with the enclave hubs, you are gonna have that feature of interacting with other people. They will. It's literally a hub. Like you're gonna have people running around. I'm sure at some point they're going to create big cities, and those are also going to be kind of like a player hub where everybody can just kind of come together and be in everybody's business. And that's going to be like the more MMO, everybody kind of heavy. So it's more of a MMO light versus heavy in that regard. I need to pick up a potion because I forgot the last few days. Not that I ever use them. Obviously, I've got 58 of them. But every once in a while, I do have that. But, like, there's different ways you can interact with people. I currently have my chats turned off in-game just because you can get some all sorts of crazy in there. So that is currently turned off, but there is, like, a recruitment chat, a region chat. So if you're in the same region as somebody, you can just pop in there. We do have this lovely messaging system here. Basically, you're graffitiing your tree and sending it out for other people to see. You can get all sorts of questions and different things in there. So you spend a little bit of in-game currency, but it's like a really cheap, like 50 coin thing. Making coin is pretty easy. We don't yet have the ability to sell our extra stuff. Or things like that, but like if you want to replay a quest, you can do replay of quests. Yeah, no, I'm happy to explain whatever. So I personally enjoy the feedback, the combat. I tried really hard to play Elden Ring. Elden Ring was my first experience with a Souls-like game. And what an experience that was. Let's just say between my anger issues and my blood pressure, I'm not allowed to play that game anymore. So, it is pretty casual right now. They are still working on the balances for everything. If you happen to see there was a lot of criticism back in 2024 when the devs showcased the combat. That was valid based off of what you were seeing. Just for that. So the showcase that they did last year, they did a combat sharing, and they made it look really stiff. So like their character was just kind of like running around like this and halting, and like it was really, really awkward. It was not a good showcase. honestly, if they had like invited a player who was like a regular, they probably would have been able to showcase it a lot better. But it was a valid concern that people had. They did make some changes to the combat, and it is definitely a lot smoother than what it was, in my opinion. Take that as you will. Everybody has their own opinion. Like, I'm running around, I know what I'm doing. New players coming in, obviously, they're going to have to get a feel for that. So, me sitting here saying I think it feels great is not necessarily going to be the same as somebody else uh, and their experience with it. Um, but yeah, that their the feedback was valid. They listened to it and they did make changes. And they are always making changes, even if they're not like directly responding to the feedback. So they do have a private place for players to be able to post their feedback. They have the forums, which are open to everybody, but like private sections in there, and then they also have the Discord where folks can provide feedback. And like, whether or not they directly respond to it, you know, is just kind of, they don't usually directly, but they do indirectly respond to it, either with their dev streams, with their updates that they do, the hot fixes, or like within like the major updates that they do. You'll see it there. So whether or not like they directly address it, you know, that's kind of iffy, but you will see the changes based off of player feedback. One of the ones that we've had that they just fixed was the fact that the Tormented Stags, the Vedagar Stags, were not dropping the loot. They used to drop chests, and then that broke, and they never fixed it. And they were pretty quick to fix it, especially because the new joineries can drop from those, and that's supposed to be one of the best places to farm them. So they did fix that pretty quickly once they realized, oh, none of the players are getting this from fighting the stags. So again, like, whether or not they directly or indirectly respond to the feedback, like, they are listening, they are watching. And because they are, honestly, like, this is still a very, very early stage game. This is pre-alpha. This is not even alpha. This is not... Ooh, I see you over there. I see you. I'm gonna head there in a second. Like, they are still hovering, whether or not they're, like, physically present watching things, but they are definitely keeping an eye out on the different feedback that people are providing, either in those official places or even in the unofficial places. So if you think that your comments over on Reddit are safe, they aren't. They're watching. They're keeping an eye on those things. For all of their games, really, but especially for this game because it is so early days for it. And they've been hyping it up so much, so. Oh, JP, I know. I'm sorry. So, I did a giveaway last week because I ended up with 2 extra codes, and I'm so sorry. Those were claimed, so I do not have any this week. Whenever I do get them, I do try to do giveaways for them just because, like, I want as many people as possible to be able to experience this game because this is a freaking, in my opinion, a freaking wonderful game. They've been doing an amazing job with it. I missed both of those shots. We're doing great right now. I will never pretend to be the best player ever. I will probably die at some point. I'm really good at dying in this game. But it's okay. Right now there's no major issues with dying because you can just respawn. It's fine. But yeah, I know a lot of people have been very, very anxious to get into this game. It's just way too early right now. So like, I know you're seeing a lot in here. It does look like it is a almost finished game. It is not. They are, as they confirmed back for the last dev stream that was at TennoCon, they did confirm that this is still pre-alpha. We're not even in alpha. We're nowhere near beta. And, like, there's a lot that's definitely needed to go down. Now, there are a boatload of people that have access to this game right now, which is insane. But the team is wanting to build this game with their community. So they had their initial premise, but their main goal was that this game gets built with alongside their community and with community feedback. So, yeah, I've heard that before too. So I have very, very briefly played Guild Wars 2. I don't
Job
remember
for you,
much about
Leinster.
it. So I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, and I've never played Darkfall, so I really couldn't tell you. But I've heard other people make similar comparisons to it. I am obviously not making it up this hill. Wait, we're gonna cheese it. We're gonna cheese it one way or... Okay, no, we're not. We don't need to go up the hill anyways. We're going in here. But yeah, I've heard a few people make those comparisons before, so I'm gonna trust you guys on that. Like I said, it's been a very long time since I've played Guild Wars or anything like that. Yeah. So I could not tell you definitively, yeah, absolutely. But I've heard that comparison for sure. So, yeah, no. I'm not gonna die today, but I do need you guys to drop some potions, please, because I am hurting. Okay, you enjoy that moment. Dang, like I said, I know that it's been popping off over on TikTok. Like, it's so funny. I mean, like, I'm used to so many people knowing about this game because of Warframe. And it just makes me so happy that more and more people are coming in because, like, they saw a random TikTok or some random video showcasing the game or whatever, who have no idea what Warframe is. And it just makes me so happy because it's like, yes, they're reaching other audiences. Or people that, you know, might be turned off by Warframe, which is totally valid. Like, I get it. It's definitely a much faster paced game. And very chaotic and confusing at the best of times. So, totally valid. I get y'all. But, yeah, like, yeah, I love it though. So, but yeah, if there's anything in particular you guys want to see though while you are here, let me know. I am happy to change up whatever I'm doing. Like I said, I'm just right now just kind of farming for joineries, and I can do that at any time, so I'm really not worried about that. But yeah, I know, I've heard that too, which is sad because I really wanted to play that one. Ashes of Creation was definitely on my list, but like I've been hearing so many not great things that I'm like, I'm pretty sad about that. But the problem is, don't come in here thinking that this is an MMO. Like, this is very light MMO. This is definitely... I'm gonna die here. I need to heal very badly. There we go. Get some death. Not my death, your death preferred. Alright, we're not dying. Woo. Yeah, it is progression kill XP based time investment in gear. So again, like the closest thing I can kind of give you of what it's close to is gonna be Warframe. So in Warframe, the best way that you could level up was by mastering your weapon. So they don't have mastery or level progression in a traditional sense. Oh, that's a respawn point right there, or a login point. So I'll actually show you here in just as soon as I finish killing that stag, I'm jumping back into my Nightfold so I can kind of show you a little bit of how that works out. But basically, you have to level up your weapons to level 30 at least one time. And that gives you... These guys are... Okay, so this is my favorite thing. So these guys are attacking the stag, but the stag technically doesn't exist right now. Until... Now it exists. This is one of my favorite little quirks that they do with this fight. It's so stupid and funny. But yeah, so they you'll master up your weapons, essentially. You are gonna be ranking those up in order to kind of gain levels. But, like, you're not locked into things based off of your levels at this time. Now, like I said, everything is subject to change. So information that I'm giving you right now could become outdated tomorrow. It could be, you know, outdated in a year from now. Again, we are very, very early days in this game, despite its appearance. There are, yeah, so they have text instead of frames in Soulframe. So I'll show you that as well in a second. Get some murder real quick. Don't take the last hit. That's mine to kill. There we go. Did. All right, this murder. It's gonna wreck me. Oh, it's gonna hurt so bad. Ready, set. Aha! Blind him. Sucker. Something pulled out. Okay. He dropped something and I want it. Where'd it go? Gimme. Gimme the goods. Where are they? I can't see them. I don't know where he dropped it. They probably fell into the abyss. That's fine. Anyways. So I'll pop into the Nightfold real quick and kind of show you that. Thank you so much for the follow. It's appreciated. Alright, so this is your Nightfold. This is essentially going to be your Orbiter equivalent. This is what I was talking about, though, with the cooking pot. Like, this thing has been here since day one. You want to tell me we're not cooking? I want to be cooking. And thank you so much for sharing the live. So, you come into your tent, and this is basically going to be your arsenal, so to speak. So you do have your pacts. You can freely change these at any time as long as you're able to go into your Nightfold. You can't do it if you are, brain just short-circuited. You can't go into it if you are being attacked by enemies actively. But if you are, like, in between missions or something, you can jump in at any time, freely. Like, you're not stuck in that. But you do have these different, pacts. Now, the only thing that does change when you change them is your arm. So you are going to get that, change. So, like, in Warframe, your whole body changes. In Soulframe, obviously, it's just going to be your arm. So it will look different based off of whatever pact that you have equipped. So if, like, you see somebody with, like, this one's a little bit more steampunky, a little bit more technology-based, that's because it's the Ode Tempest. Like, that'll kind of give you a good indicator of what, pact that they're currently using. You can always kind of check that later as well. But yeah, that's going to kind of be your biggest thing. That's going to change out your abilities. That's going to change out all the things that you have. So I've been using Sirens. That's why my arm is blue. And I have this little tassel up here. Actually, it kind of looks like a bat and a bear at the same time. They may change the look of that because they are about to add Bromius. I don't know. That's just speculation, though, because I'm sitting there and looking at that right now, and I'm like, huh, that kind of looks like a little bear. So, but yeah, so very similar to Warframe. The level that you see here, this is my mastery. So that means that I have mastered every single weapon that they have currently had and every single pact that they currently have had. You do get a little bit of experience that goes into this for killing enemies, but it is not a huge thing. You can change your virtues very, very freely. These are going to help max out your weapon attacks and everything a little bit later. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, actually, Beltira, I hope I said that correctly. What I'm going to have you do, log into soulframe.com. If it was a month ago, and this does have to be a month from, like, right now, log into soulframe.com. Click your... Actually, I'm going to do it on stream so you guys can kind of see this. Soulframe.com. Log in, please. Make sure... My stream is not showing you guys all the private stuff of the world. But I am... That is not my password. Holy, I am stuck in work mode. Oh my gosh. That's pretty bad. I'm gonna ignore that. So there's just a tiny little... I can't even show that. It's gonna show everything. I'm gonna shrinkify this and show this as best as I possibly can really, really quickly on stream. Pull this sucker up. But yeah, so if you log in, it's gonna tell you, if you click on account access, it will tell you precisely what access that you have. This is not what I want. I don't want a scene. I want a browser. Browser. Okay, make it visible. We're gonna make it... I don't care. Oh, it's not. That was incorrect. This is what I get. You guys get all this stuff live because I don't usually do this. Remove. But it should tell you on there if you have access. So, show window capture. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Yes, select a window to capture. Chrome. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to show this really, really quickly for y'all. So if you look in here, you're going to log in to soulframe.com. As you can see here, I'm logged in. And you're going to see this Preludes access that I have. I'm sitting here showing you guys off on my thing because, you know, I'm really smart sometimes. Anyways, right here is this access enabled. That will tell you if you are still waiting for an invitation. Now, if you truly, truly signed up a month ago, that should tell you that access is enabled. You can download the game right now. If you signed up for it after the 21st at midnight, so that was literally like 2 Mondays ago. If you signed up after that point, it should say awaiting invitation. So for those of you who are pending that, that's going to be your best indicator about whether or not you have it. Yep. So, yeah. Because if you signed up before that point, you have access. If you... Yes, I want to remove it. I don't want it on there. Yeah. That's literally just going to be the only way that you know for sure, for a fact, that you have access, is if that is there. Just because, yeah. That's gonna be like your surefire way of knowing whether or not you got it. But yeah, so oh, you biscuit eating nugget. Thank you, Autobot. I need to jump into Twitch really, really quickly. We got a bot who's about to get banned. Banned. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta love the bots. I was literally just talking about that earlier too. But yeah, so that is gonna be like your for sure. If you're not sure if you got access or not, that's gonna be like your best bet to ensure that you got the access. Otherwise, yeah, it is kind of just like you're kind of waiting around and, you know, looking for streamers that have it. Look on Reddit. Like, those are my best bets, and that's what I tell everybody. If you're not patient, if you don't want to wait for the 2,000 that they give away every Wednesday, go find a streamer that has them. Go find Reddit. Like, Reddit has, like, I know they have a mega thread. I know I posted on there that I was doing a giveaway last week because I had 2 codes. But those have been claimed, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, it is just, it is what it is. So yeah, I know a lot of people really, really want access. I want everybody to have access because, like, this game has been phenomenal. I have been playing it for a long time at this point. I was stupid lucky. I used my luck for like a couple years to get this access. But yeah, they've been really, really good about the feedback, everything, how they kind of manage all this stuff. I know everybody's like really, really anxious to get But again, it is pre-alpha. It does not look like pre-alpha because most people are like, oh, pre-alpha, there's going to be no texture anywhere. There's going to be, bugs galore. And there are bugs. There are bugs. I'm not saying this is perfect. It is very far from perfect. But they have done a lot for sure with it, and there is definitely a lot to do and explore with it. So, like I said, if I could give everybody access, I absolutely would. Thank you so much for that follow. It is appreciated. But yeah, at this time, it's just not ready for the general population. Once it is, like, it's going to be available. It's going to be free to play for everybody. You guys are a long way from home, little beavers. Oh my gosh, we're getting all the animals. Why are all the animals up here? Sorry, squirrel, literally. There, I'm not used to seeing beavers up in the woods. But yeah, like, I know a lot of people are really, really anxious to get in, and I'm like, I want them to be in. I really do. But it's way too early. Like, the last few big batches that they've done, so um, they did Twitch drops at the Summer Game Fest, I believe it was. And then they did a dev stream Twitch drop, if I remember correctly. And they had those big batches. Whenever we get those big batches like that, apart from obviously the Tenocon one that they just did. So whenever we get big batches like that, we get a certain variety of players that come in that are a little bit more toxic. They can get really, really frustrated and annoyed that the game's not finished. It's not perfect. There are things that hiccup all the time, and things don't work as intended, and they forget this is a pre-alpha. The game is not ready for the entire world to consume right now, because otherwise they would just open it up to everybody right now, and that would be fine. But it would flop, and it would flop. It would deserve to flop at that point. Now, I don't think it should deserve to flop, because I do think there is a lot to do. But yeah, it's definitely, there's things to do, but it is not ready for the general populace who have the attention span of a spoon. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, like I said, I want everybody to have access to this, but I also don't want them to just immediately tear it down because it's not finished. It's not. We do not really have a main story quest at this point. We do have a little bit of guidance, but they will have to do some fixes on the new. I was gonna say new hire. Oh my gosh, I am in work mode. I don't know why. I didn't even work today. But they are in the new player experience, guiding folks. That's still one of the biggest complaints that we do get, is that, I say we, I try to catch a lot of the new players and try to help them out. But yeah, so whenever there's like a new batch of new players coming in, like, most of the time they don't know what to do, they don't know where to go, they need guidance, they complain that there's not enough guidance. Those are some of the very common feedback that I see. And also part of why I stay away from the region chat, because it's literally, where do I find this? Okay, I finished that. Where do I find this? Okay, I finished that. And like, these people are blitzing through these things instead of just kind of experiencing it. Thank you so much for the follow, Smokey. That is awesome. Haha. Go figure. I didn't realize TikTok would be popping off the minute I could finally get it to go live properly. But it is appreciated. But yeah, so like, one of the things that I try to tell new players, take your time. Like, experience this, enjoy it, like, explore. You're gonna find bugs, you're gonna find mistakes. Like, if you're looking for the blacksmith early on, okay, that's fair. Like, I will help you find the blacksmith early on. But, like, you do not need to unlock every single ancestor immediately. Granted, we only have 3. But you don't need to unlock every single one of them immediately. Like, it's not going to kill you if you don't have Verminia immediately. Or, like, I do suggest, just because you can replay quests, and to Volcane, I do suggest because, you know, I get a lot of people want to craft, like, they chose wrong, so to speak, with their starter weapon, and they want to craft something else. Like, I understand that 100%, but it's the people who are, like, blitzing through everything as fast as humanly possible, and then crying that there's nothing to do in the game. Like, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of hiding quests in here. Things that you can do. Like right now we have the Festival of the Circade event going on. It's not like a out in the open kind of event, so like you're not gonna get like a big flashy screen telling you that this event is going on. You're going to get subtle hints about it. You're going to get, you know, comments in the forums. You're going to get information in the patch notes. Like, I get when there's people who don't read the patch notes, but it is very... I did not dodge that at all. It's good stuff. We're great. We're doing fine. We are excellent. We're going to not get murdered by this stash, okay? Like, but yeah, so I know there are some people that are just like, I don't want to be spoiled by anything in the patch notes, and I just want to experience it, and that's fine, but there's also going to be important information in some of that. Oh, polished. Alright, I'll take it. So, like, don't come at the devs when they put in the patch notes, hey, there's this event going on, and kind of give you a hint of how to trigger that. Because, like, that's on you that you did not, you know, read it. And, like, in the future, sure, you don't need to necessarily see those patch notes. That's fine. Like, do your thing. But, like, very, very early in the game like this, it is very, very important to kind of see what sort of changes are being made. And what, like, the devs might have kind of altered a bit. So, like, we used to have certain pacts. They ended up splitting them off and changing them up a bit. So this one used to be the Fey Pact. They renamed it, and they also kind of did some adjustments on it. So, you know, like, things change. And if you go in without reading the patch notes, you're going to have no idea what's going on. You're not going to have guidance in that regard. And I get it. Like, that is frustrating for some folks. But that's also part of the nature of this game, is they want you to explore. They want you to kind of stumble into things, find things, you know, have these random experiences, and just see what happens. Like, and I get that's not for everybody. Like, they need the guidance, and yeah, they will have, like, an overall story eventually, but not right now. And we don't need it right now. Like, right now, we are playground testing, essentially. We are kids at a playground, and we get to explore everything except, like, the main quest right now. And granted, the ancestors are kind of tied into the main quest, but there are hints about how to find them throughout the map. So you're not necessarily blind or, like, not getting that information. You just might not know how to find it. So, like, there are certain places around the map, and, like, this is your starting area. Like, you have a lot of points of interest here. If you look around with your soul sight, which you can't really see it right now, but, like, it highlights. So if you look at that chest, it's currently glowing. It glows more when I'm looking at it with soul sight. If you look around with that soul sight, you're gonna get a lot more information than you think you are. And you're gonna start learning things. Oh my gosh, they're coming at me. The whirlwind. Away with you. I can't fight them. They don't do it. Oh my gosh, they're doing way more damage. Alright, hey, check out the beautiful death mechanic that they have here. Best mode of transportation right here, not gonna lie. This is absolutely a favorite. Early days, we had a beautiful bug, which we got to fly around the map as the bird permanently. Best bug ever, not gonna lie. We have asked them to turn it into a feature because we enjoyed it so much. As of yet, they have not implemented it, but it has been asked. We'll see. Maybe one day. But yeah, like, they're right now. I swear. I'm gonna die again. Like I said, I'm not a great player. I will die a lot. I will never claim to be the best at what I'm doing. I definitely make mistakes. A lot. And if you're over on my Twitch, you're gonna know that I regret everything as soon as you hit the follow. Because that's exactly what it says. I regret everything, and I do. Because I do make mistakes a lot. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just, you know, it is a very casual, very chill game right now. Everything is subject to change, so like everything I'm telling you, take it with a grain of salt. It could change in the next, you know, day, week, month, year. Like, once upon a time. Oh, I'm not in the middle of a quest. Why is it? Okay, I was crouched. It doesn't let you in when you're crouched. So once upon a time, I used to have a lovely giant white wolf right here. That was Orengal. Once upon a time, she used to live here or in my tent. And you know what? Now she does not exist in my tent. In fact, she doesn't hang out with me at all. Instead, I get her child, one of her children. So, like, everything is subject to change. Everything is subject to change. Like, the first time I experienced Tuvolcane, she was colorful. She was vibrant. Now she's got this little ghosty form. You can't tell, but, like, her scarf around her neck and the strips around her breast, like, that all used to be blue. You can't see it anymore. It's all hidden. Verminia, I don't think I ever actually saw her in color, but, I mean, she's all pink, I want to say. Like, her full outfit is, like, pink and brown. Don't see that anymore. Like, everything is subject to change. I mean, they've been, like, slowly building out this. Like, when you approach this thing exists. It didn't always exist, but now it exists. The player tree. Like, so, everything I'm saying, like, take it with a grain of salt. Things are going to change. You know, information that we have right now could absolutely change within a day, within a week. You know, I don't know when Preludes 11's coming out. I don't know when we get Bromius. I can't wait for Bromius. I am absolutely stoked to have that bear. But we're not there yet. So, you know, it is what it is. So, like, everybody I know is like, I want to play, I want to get in. You know, the FOMO is real. I hate that term. But, like, I get it. Like, fear of missing out. Folks are definitely really scared to miss out on this. They're scared to miss out on, like, any exclusive anythings that they may get from it because of, like, Warframe. They missed out on the beta for that. I get it. But, yeah, like, it's just... It is what it is. Like, everybody's not going to be created equal in this. You know? So, and, like... My experiences are not going to be somebody else's experiences. Like, I got access very, very early. Obviously, there are still people who are waiting. So, it is unfortunate. Like I said, I really, really wish I could just, like, give everybody access. And I can't. And I'm sad. And I'm sorry that I can't, because I do think it is a good game so far. But it is so early. I should probably heal before I actually go anywhere near the boss. In this little dungeon. But yeah. So, you know, it's all good though. But yeah, I appreciate you guys' questions. And, like, feel free to ask away. Like, I have no problem whatsoever answering whatever questions you guys have about it. Really? You guys are both in here? Yeah. I don't need these. This is actually part of the event. But like I said, like, you have stuff like this. It's like an event. You have no indication in-game that this is happening, except you might be receiving crypt keys. And if you don't know what the crypt keys are, you're going to be asking around, well, what do I use this crypt key for? Oh, it's part of the event. Oh, okay, what event? things like that. So, like, yeah, there are currently things that are going to be missed because, you know, you don't read the patch notes, you don't know what's going on. Very early days, please just read the patch notes. Like, I get it. You want to go in blind. Hi, Tio. I am playing Soulframe. Welcome in. Feel free to ask whatever you want about it. Like I said, I've been kind of just exploring right now, just running some missions and stuff. Nothing too crazy. If there's like a particular weapon or anything you want me to swap to, I'm happy to do so. Currently fighting this arcade. Let's see how badly he damages me. Oops. That's part of the puzzle. Ignore the loud booms. As I keep hitting them. Good stuff. I don't need to actually do this event. I was just honestly wasting some of my crypt keys that I have because I have so many. You get, you know, little things. Little details that they have in this, and it's wonderful, and I love it. So, it is a bit of an RPG. It's open world MMO light. If you've ever played Warframe, you're gonna understand more of the lightness of that. But unlike Warframe, this is definitely a lot more open world in comparison. So, Warframe is more, you know, you're in your central hub, your orbiter and everything, and you kind of branch out and you can do quests and stuff with other people. Here, you have to specifically add people. That is not the exit. Where did I miss the exit? I think it's over here. Here, you have to specifically invite people to join you, or else go into a player hub to interact with other people. I have all my chats turned off currently. Thank you so much for that follow. It is appreciated. I do have all my chats turned off right now, but actually, I'll turn them on real quick so you guys can see. It gets really spicy though, so I just keep it turned off. I'll turn all of those on real quick. Alright, so we have our region chat. This is going to be more of who's in your current region. Obviously, there is a boatload of humans in my current region. You can always change your region later. Q&A. This is usually popping off with people trying to do recruitments because they don't understand that there's a whole channel for recruiting. And then obviously recruitment. But yeah, I usually just keep this turned off because I'm like, I don't want to deal with all the chaos with that. And then people right now doing endless missions, which is fine. That's their thing. I don't personally find enjoyment in the endless enemy waves. But I know there's some people that are like, oh, I just want to test out. I want to see how far I can go, etc., etc. There's ways to cheese it. Like, I could cheese that if I really wanted to. It's not my thing. So, but there are different ways to play. So, and they're hosting that, so people are interested. Drink your water, y'all. Please stay hydrated. Regardless of where you are in the world, winter or summer, it is very important to stay hydrated. So the exit for this always takes you out to the central area. There's a crypt located up here, one right down here, and then one to the very south. So, you know, if you guys are wanting to do that crypt of the Circade, it will always take you out here, and then if you want to keep running it, you just head over right over there, and there's another entrance right there. And that's actually what I was doing when I was farming it the first time, or when I was running it with other players who needed it, because the crypt keys were broken, and I had a boatload to share. Actually, I want to head over to Stroic. There is a nice hidden boss over there that I love. So, there is and there isn't, Tio. So, like I was kind of saying a little bit earlier, if you have played Warframe, you're going to have your abilities. You're going to have your frames, so to speak, which are your arms. These are going to kind of determine your abilities. So the abilities that I currently have are for the Siren Pact. This one is I'll basically blind my enemies. I throw dust in their eyes and blind them. I throw out a decoy. The enemies go after that. Or I can fly around, sneak up on an enemy, and then backstab them if I need to. Each pact is kind of unique. I'm actually going to swap over to Oringal Pact for a minute because I do prefer running around the map as the wolf. It is a lot faster. One of the fastest forms of travel currently in the game. But you can change into these as long as they are crafted and in your inventory. You can change into them freely at any time. So yes, I do have this up and we're good, and I can just start running around the map. But like I said, it does change your appearance of your arm. So now I no longer have the blue arm. I do have this claw and this wolfish motif going on with this appearance. And then I'm going to leave my body here and go forth towards my path. And then again, this ability that comes with this particular pact is one of my favorites. It is one of the best forms of travel currently in the game because we do not yet have mounts. I do have to bite or attack within a certain amount of time because otherwise I do teleport back to my body. But other than that, like I have my little companions that can run around with me. I can buff them and my allies. Like each one is just a little bit unique. They all have their own little quirks and things with them. The appearance changes for your arm, things like that. So you can change that pretty freely. You can change your weapons. There are virtues and things like that that you can swap out. We don't know too much about the virtues at this time, other than like certain weapons and pacts run better with certain virtues. But that again, it's still in progress. It is still very early days, so things do change and happen. So I'm gonna try not to trigger those guys because they will attack my body that I left behind, and if I'm not careful, I will be teleported back. So that's always not fun when that happens, but yeah. So hi Major. It is very Souls light. So in terms of gameplay, things like that, it is very lax. There is currently, and again, everything's subject to change, so please keep that in mind. This is pre-alpha. When you die, there's not really any consequence at this time. Future, there probably will be consequences to dying, but right now, you only get benefits from dying. If you get back to your body in time, you get a potion. You can have up to 5 potions, but you get a potion, basically, if you get back to your body in time. But other than that, like, there's really no consequence of dying yet. Will they add something in the future? Probably. It is a lot more open world, so it is going to be a lot closer to Souls games in that regard. The term soul in Soulframe is more of a fantasy element, more of a ancestral ties, the deads, thing like that. Yeah, it is going to be a bit rough. Content, yeah, like I said, we are very early days. Calyx. There is... Let me premise this. I have been playing this since 2023, so I've been playing this for a while. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way, Noble. When I first started playing, this is all we had access to. It was this area. We had, not even Hughes. Hughes did not exist. We had Hillyden. We had Soulsbrim, which was not called Soulsbrim at the time. Lumens did not exist. Like, the town itself did not exist. There was nothing there. Garen Shrine did. Mines of Boro, Orozwell, Curlail, and Fort Curlail. these were the only places that we had. We were closed in. We only had walls around us. We could not explore the map unless we specifically broke out of bounds. When we broke out of bounds, there was nothing. Like, there was, like, maybe some trees here and there, maybe some things, but, like, it was bare bones dead to the world. So for me, this game right now in its current state has a ton more to do than those early days. Now, I do recognize that there are a lot of people coming in right now who are like, there's not much you can do. There is not, you know, there is no major quest to do. You can get a couple ancestors, you can get a couple pacts, you can do some crafting, and that's about it. And I get that. I understand that people are, like, really frustrated with how much is currently available. The problem is, we are pre-alpha. Like, we do not have a main story quest yet. Like, the main story quest is currently, there are 3 lovely little things that'll kind of give you some lore. But we don't know. We don't know what's going on right now. We do know that when we first start out, I was going to say that tower. It's not that tower. It's that tower right there is kind of where we start at. Finding your ancestors is basically our main story quest right now. But how that ties into an overall story, we don't necessarily know. There is some lore that has been established. If you look around there, if you found all the juniper fragments, you'll know what I mean. And I can play that on stream if you are interested. There are some specific lore pieces that'll kind of give you a hint about what's going on. I forgot I changed packs. Son of a biscuit. That's what I guess. I can't. I'm in battle. Gosh darn it. Okay, as soon as it lets me, I need to swap. Actually, let me just kill these guys because they're babies. Hey, babies. Oh, come on. Alright. Come on, we can't still be with enemies. Let me out. Maybe. Not quite. Alright, we're missing something. Oh, that guy. Let's kill him, and then I'll kind of show. No worries, Tio. I appreciate it nonetheless. So, if you have found the lore information, you can always replay it if you're not 100% sure over with Orlick. And they are going to be called the Memories of War Songs.
I cannot focus on my book.
Oh, they locked them.
Welcome respite.
Oh, I think they might have made some changes. Interesting. Oh no, he was just talking. Okay, even better. So yeah, so if you have the Memories of War Song, that means you got the Juniper Fragments. That means you're able to recall these memories. This is going to be your first kind of just like showing you a little bit about what happened. How you kind of got stolen and thrown into the world, but we don't know a lot about that backstory. We don't understand what's going on. We don't know how it ties in with the Ode or things like that. Things like so, like it is early, and again, it is pre-alpha, so be mindful of that. Combat is definitely different. They did improve from last year. Last year's showcase was horrendous. I was saying that earlier. The showcase that they gave us at TennoCon 2024 was not great. But I think that was because of the individuals who were doing it at the time. Combat, it is not Souls-like. It is definitely, like, you're definitely a lot more open, a lot more, like, you're gonna mess up, you're gonna make mistakes. Magic is a lot more focused. It does, especially if you have your controller settings on. I forget what it's under. I think it's under this one, though. Enable controller aim assist. So magic does automatically go to your enemies. And that does also kind of affect your overall gameplay. So you are going to miss enemies. You are going to mess them up. You are going to make mistakes. If you turn that off, you're probably going to do a lot more than you did before. But yeah, it is probably definitely a lot closer to an Elder Scrolls type than it is going to be to a Souls-like. Even MMO, like, it's not a good phrase to use for this. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. That's fair. Thank you, Major, for that, by the way. Um, it, yeah, it definitely, it drove a lot of people crazy pretty early on. They are still working on improving it. I think one of the earliest pieces of feedback that I had was the Royal Tines. When I was using them, they just felt like for dual blades, they felt stiff and awkward. And even now, they are not ideal. Like, to me, dual blades are a lot faster, they're a lot more stabby. Like, you should be doing a lot more than what I'm currently doing. Now, this is just me rapid clicking right now. I'm just going to do a heavy attack. Now I'm doing, you know, some heavier hits. But again, it is pretty slow. It is a little bit not ideal. So I know that they are talking about possibly doing some rework on that. Hopefully we see that in the near future. But yeah, not there yet. They did get the bows well. I do like the improvements on the bow that they made. Very early iterations of the bow drove me crazy. I actually refused to use the bow for the longest time because it made me so annoyed. I do really, really like the long blades. I feel like they're okay. I don't use Odiak enough to really kind of use the magic, and Gwylan, I'm currently just re-leveling it. The sword and shield, like, there's a good concept there, but, like, it does feel a little clunkier than the long blade. But again, we are pre-alpha. Like, that's understandable that, you know, these things are less than stellar at this point. So, like, I'm not too worried at this point, considering where I've personally seen the game go from when I first started to where it is now. I love it. I am so impressed with the changes they made. I'm so impressed with, you know, all the development that they've done with it and all, like, the feedback that they've been getting and how they've been processing that feedback into the game. Like, I've been appreciating it every step of the way. Now, I do get that there are going to be new players coming in who are going to have a completely different experience, and I understand that. And they're also going to have a very different feel to the game than I do. I also understand that. Because, like, I do, like, there's going to be a large portion that are going to be like, oh, I played Warframe, so I'm obviously going to love Soulframe. And they come in and they realize, oh, this is a lot slower than Warframe. This is not the game for me. That's totally fair. There's going to be people who are like, oh yeah, I live and breathe Souls games. This is a Souls-like game. I'm going to love it there. I do not have the right weapon on. Oh, this is going to be fun. Well, hey, here's to a very fun fight with the wrong weapon. This is going to end really, really poorly. I can tell you that already. But yeah, it's, you know, there are things. Mistakes are made. Mostly by me. I'm stuck. I'm very stuck. I'm going to get murdered. Oh gosh, I forgot I teleported. This is what I get for wanting to go fight a boss. I do this to myself. So let me pull out the blades. Not that blade, the other blade. Give me some buffs here. Here we go. Yeah, alright, that's gonna hurt a lot. That's gonna hurt a lot. Okay. Yeah, give me a second to not die here with this fight, because I totally did this to myself. 100% on me. No dying today. Yeah, we are doing no freaking damage here. That's what I get for using this weapon. I don't even know if I crafted this with Eldor or not. I don't remember. Early days. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Get murdered. Go for that. Go for that. Get some more murder going on. Okay, okay. Alright, I don't know what we're doing here, but let's dance. Don't you do it. We just gonna commit some murder. Yeah, Blade's missing. Gimme. Ah, I didn't heal in time. I was trying to steal his body. But yeah, like, you know, it's just, it is what it is. Like, everybody's gonna have their own opinion on it. Take mine with, a grain of salt. My opinion is obviously not gonna be the same as Calix's. It's not gonna be the same as, the devs. Like, everybody is entitled to their own opinion on it, and I do think it's important for everybody to experience it on their own. Ay, ay, ay. Not today! Oh god, okay, maybe today. Murder! Give me that. Give me that soul, thank you. Beautiful. Excellent. We don't need any of that, but... Alright, now I'm thinking of it. Swap. Another Why am I always blessed by Mora? I am so sick of being... I mean, yay, I got blessed by Mora. I got another blessed. But it is literally... I am 4 for 4 on being blessed by Mora at this point. I am over it. I think I might need to change my virtues just to see if that actually affects why I keep getting Mora on repeat. That is absolutely nuts. But yeah, like, I've said this on past streams, I will constantly say it, like, please, form your own opinion on things. Like, take my feedback with a grain of salt, take other players' feedback with a grain of salt. Like, everybody is gonna have their own opinion. This will be a free-to-play game. Like, I get it, it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. Or coffee, depending on what you drink. Like that. Like, everybody has their own drink that they drink. So yeah, like, form your own opinions on it, like, everybody's experience is going to be very, very different. How they handle it, how they interact with people is going to be very, very different. So just kind of take that as, as you will, just don't blindly say, oh, well, Helix said this, so obviously, like, that's what I believe, and that's what... No, please. Come up with your own opinions, come up with your own thoughts on it. Like, you do not have to agree with me. Like, I have argued with people who are just so insistent that, like, Ode is the greatest pack to use. And I'm like, you know what, personally, I'm not a fan of it. And they're just like, well, obviously your opinion's wrong. And it's like, no, it's just, I just have different feelings than you do and have different experiences than you do for that. And yeah, everybody's got their own thing, it's all good. So yeah, just, observe for now. If you don't have access right now, just observe, make your opinions, play it, and then form your opinions again. Because maybe by the time you access it, all the stuff that you're seeing is going to change. I might be glitching a little bit. How's bitrate? Bitrate's okay. Okay, we should be okay. Making sure we're not crashing. My internet is very notorious for being trash. But yeah, like I said, like, the stuff that I am experiencing now is very, very different than the stuff I experienced very early on. We did not have access to this giant map. We did not have access to this landscape. These enemies, like, we're getting new enemy types. I think my OBS just crashed. Oh, no. I think we're okay. Please be okay. I don't know. I think we're okay. I'm going to assume we're okay. We're just going to go with the assumption that we're okay. I think my TikTok chat, however, has died. Hopefully that will reload in a second. Maybe. Let me try to repop that up. So sorry, folks. I know you're here for fun stuff. I just want to make sure I'm not... TikTok chat. Oh, it is angry as the day is long. Okay, well, I am not ignoring you guys on TikTok anymore. Well, not anymore. I'm not ignoring you guys on TikTok. It is just dead to the world right now. So I'm really, really sorry about that. I don't know if I can look at it while I am live. If I pull it up on my phone, I don't know if that's an option. But what I am going to do is I am going to put in a little thing in my chat here. And just say, so sorry, my Sorry, chat broke. Borked. I'm just gonna borked it. I'm not intentionally ignoring you guys over there. It is literally just a white screen of death right now. So I am really, really sorry if you guys are trying to talk to me. I'm assuming YouTube and Twitch are okay though. So if you guys want to pop over there for your comments, I am so sorry. I don't know what the heck just happened. But again, that's been my technology the last few weeks. Like I said, the internet that I have here has been like horrendous. I moved that into like the worst place possible. So I've been trying to like really keep an eye on my bitrate on there because when that tanks, it lets me know that everything crashed and burned faster than anything else. So yeah, but I am so sorry to the folks who are over on TikTok. You guys were doing great, and I loved your conversations over there. But yeah, such is the nature of technology. It does not always go according to plan. So you know, just gotta be flexible and kind of work with that. But yeah, no. Otherwise, though, I'm happy to answer whatever questions. You can always message me on Discord or whatever channel that you're on. My TikTok, I do have my messages. They're not turned off, but they are like limited, so I could see who is messaging me. Just because I've been getting a lot of spam lately. So if I don't get to your message immediately, it's not me ignoring you, it's just straight up, I don't usually check for the messages in there, and my bad. Same thing with Discord as well, as I tend to keep that turned off, and my message requests don't give me notifications until I actually click in there, and then I'm like, oh, I've got all these messages from people that I've been trying to speak to and ignoring on accident, but there's just too much spam going around, so I do try to keep those limited on all my platforms. So it's not, please don't take it personally if I am appearing to ignore you. But yeah, that's just, you know, that's the nature of the game, early access. And again, like I said, this is pre-alpha. I know a lot of people have been coming in going, oh, well, obviously there's so much to do. Obviously, this game is just, like, phenomenal. It is, well, it is. It is phenomenal, in my opinion. But, like, this game is just, you know, it's 100% complete. And obviously, like, they're just saying, you know, it's pre-alpha because, you know, they just want to make sure everything's good before they release it, unlike every other gaming company. And, like, yeah, in some regards, yeah, that's true. But not in, like, reality. In reality, the devs are fully aware that there are things that they need to do, things they need to improve on, before they can even say that this is alpha or this is beta. Based off of the stuff that Sarah and Steve mentioned during TennoCon Dev Stream, they are close to dropping the pre-alpha part, but they're not quite there yet. Hi, Sima, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome back. But yeah, based off of the stuff that they said, it's not quite there for alpha, but we are getting closer. But yeah, I'm so sorry for TikTok. You guys were having such lovely conversations over there, and I appreciated it. I have no idea why this thing crashed. I think it's because I just updated my Stream Elements stuff earlier and OBS at the same time, and it's probably just fighting with one another. But yeah, welcome in, Sima. How are you doing? I know I haven't streamed since last week, and that is 100% because I started my new job, and let's just say it's been a week. It's been a very, very long week. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. I know how I feel. I'm not gonna say how I feel on that subject, but, let's just say it was, not the week that I was hoping for, so, yeah. Definitely glad to be back to, I'm gonna not die. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just say it was not the job I thought I signed up for. The job I thought I signed up for was definitely very, very different. I really, really, really want to know where these are leading. But yeah, no, it's It's fine. I went on a little bit of a rant earlier. It's just like there is one job that I swore to myself I would never take, and that was call center, because I cannot do phone calls. I hate being on phone calls. I hate doing customer service on phones. It is just, to me, it is an absolute 100% nightmare. So imagine my surprise when I get into this job and they tell me that I am about to be doing call center work. I I was very upset, because that was not what was advertised. That was not what was interviewed for. Um, I'm I'm not thrilled with it. And then couple that with the absolutely atrocious onboarding and training that I've received this week. Um, yeah, they are very, very fortunate I didn't flee for the hills day one. And I probably still will leave here soon. I'm just right now. I'm gonna give it time. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna see what they have to say. Suffice to say, it is red flags everywhere, and I have a lot of feedback for them. And I already gave them some of that feedback. So, yeah, like, so the previous company that I worked for, they go above and beyond when it comes to onboarding. Like, they try to make it as painless as possible. Because it is a nasty experience. It is. Like, I get it. But they try to make it as painless as possible. When I tell you, I came into this one, like, I had no idea what was going to happen day one. I had no idea what was going to happen when I showed up, what the plan was, until literally the Thursday before. I knew I had this job for weeks, but I had no idea what I was going to be doing up until that point, or anything. So there was no direction, no communication in that regard. The day I was supposed to receive communication, that Thursday, Thursday last week, I didn't receive any communications until like late afternoon, mid to late afternoon. So like I was sitting there, like I was about 5 minutes away from calling them. I literally had a timer on my phone for when I was gonna call them, to be like, hey, or at least reach out, send an email to whatever contact I had, and just be like, hey, what am I doing? I received an email, and I was just like, oh, hey, look, I've got some instructions. And then the instructions were like, hey, drive, 30 minutes out of your way this way, and then drive 30 minutes back, but to this other location that's not your home. And then you're going to be driving home, and then you're going to be doing this stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But at the same time, I'm sitting there and I'm like, are they liable? Because I'm technically driving for work. If something happens to me, like, are they responsible for that? Like, it is technically work related. And that to me seems like a severely large red flag to have me driving, or like anybody driving all over the place. I'm just like, I feel like that's a bit of a liability issue. And I wish I could say that that was like the worst of it, but it wasn't. It was just, the whole experience has been, because it's still ongoing, has been very interesting. But we'll see how this week plays out. It is kind of mindless work, which I don't like. I would almost call it production work in a sense, which, again, I've also promised myself I would probably never return to, because I have been in a production environment and I do not like it. But for right now, I'm letting myself experience it. I'm letting myself learn. I'm letting myself, get money, be paid for training and learning. But I do think ultimately, like, it's not the thing for me. And I did, unfortunately, hear back from the police department, and despite giving my polygraph and everything, and I did pass the polygraph, I did not have a job for them at this time. Now, that doesn't mean in the future I wouldn't get employment with them. Just that I did not for this particular round. Um, so that was also another blow for the week, but yeah. Honestly, okay, well, here's the thing, Sima. So they literally were just like, hey, okay, so I did all that thing, all that running around and everything. And then they're like, okay, log in. Okay, do all of your e-learnings. Okay, I'm a speed reader, but I also I like to go over things a few times. So like, even though I'm fast with my
More
reading, I want to
direct,
make
the
sure I
big
understand
legs.
it. So I
Don't
do
get
go back
those
and I make
kickers
sure I
in a
finish
twist.
things.
I'll show you the ropes.
I went through all of my e-learnings by like 9 o'clock on the second day, and I started at 8 a.m. on both days. Well, on the second day. So, like, I kind of got through stuff very, very quickly. And when I tell you they didn't really have a plan for me until Thursday, well, no, that's not true. They didn't really have a plan for me until, yeah, no, Thursday. I literally was just twiddling my thumbs for 2 days, 3 days, trying to figure out how to occupy myself until they were ready to teach me something. Thursday rolled around, they trained me on one thing, and then, oh, what did I go back to? I went back to my e-learnings for the rest of the day. That sucked. And then yesterday, Friday, was the first day I actually received what I would personally call training, real training. That I appreciated. The first part of the day was less than stellar. And that's a whole other issue, and I'm not going into that right now, but suffice to say, things got reported and escalated as a result of some of the stuff. But the second part, I'm like, okay, I actually learned stuff, I actually had hands-on training. So for that trainer, she did a great job, she did, good stuff, whatever. But I'm like, overall, my experience has been atrocious, and red flags everywhere. And I'm like, I can understand why they were desperate for bodies for this job. And it makes me really sad, because I'm like, I think it's important work. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I also don't feel like it's going to be the right fit for me. So, yeah, I'm like, right now, I'm just collecting feedback. I have a whole email typed out for them. I did send some feedback. I'm actually half expecting them to say, like, you know what, this isn't working out, bye, based off of that feedback that was, anonymous. But I also know how the anonymous feedback goes, and there are ways to work around that, so, like, we know how to work. But yeah, I'm just like, I gave them some of the feedback. I did not give them nearly all the feedback that I wanted to give them, because I hit the character limit, go figure. But I would hope that they would actually receive the feedback and make changes as a result. Because they did ask for the feedback. They did ask, hey, what can we do better, blah, blah, blah. Like, don't ask me if you don't want me to tell you. I am happy to tell you. So, well, we'll see how it plays out. But if I also end up without a job at the end of this, because of the feedback I gave, like, I'm not surprised. But, don't ask me if you don't want to know. And I did tell them, I'm like, I want this place to succeed, I want it to be good. Like, I am happy to help your training team with that, because it's some of the stuff that I used to do at my old job. Like, I want it to be successful. I want your new hires to come in and feel like, they're not crazy. They're not losing their minds. They're not, literally floundering day one, day two. Like, your onboarding and your training are your first introductions to your company. What I have seen so far has been less than impressive. So, yeah, I'm just like, okay. So yeah, I do have some very, very detailed feedback for them. I'm just like, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm like, I wanted it to work out. I really did. But, like, just based off of, like, the fact that it was, kind of deceptive for them to tell me it was one thing, and for it to be very different, call center / production, I'm like, I told myself I would never go to a production again. I've done production. I can't. I'm not. I can do the production. I just hate it. It is mindless work. But also, like, I would never do call center, and the fact that it was call center was just like, all right, I understand. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out though. I'm not worried though. And again, to my folks over on TikTok, again, I'm so sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I just cannot see the chat. It is broken for whatever reason. It was working fine, and then it decided to white out, and now I just have a nice, lovely white screen of death for that chat. So I'm sorry. I promise. It's not me ignoring you. But yeah. And then YouTube, y'all are just quiet over there. So you guys do your thing as I die. You guys do your thing over there. It's fine. But yeah. It's all good. I know. And I hope it doesn't. Like I said, I want it to succeed. I want it to be a successful thing. I did tell them, like, I am happy to share my experiences as previously as a trainer. My experiences is working in onboarding, things like that. Just because there's little things that they can do to just improve the process. Like, it does not have to be elegant, it does not have to be outstanding, but it's just little things that'll help in the long run. Like, I mean, they gave me all my equipment and stuff, and, you know, that was not a good impression. The keyboard that they gave me literally had crumbs on it and in it, and it's disgusting. And it's still disgusting. I'm not even using that keyboard. I refuse to use that keyboard. I straight up told them I'm gonna be using my own equipment for that because, like, it's disgusting. But I'm like, that was my introduction. Was like, hey, here's your equipment. Oh, your equipment, by the way, has crumbs all over it. It's not working properly. I actually had to troubleshoot it myself because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. I'm like, these are not good impressions for a first time, you know? Yeah, so just collecting it. And like I said, I hit that character limit. I can't believe I've never hit a character limit on feedback before, but I hit the character limit and I didn't even scratch the surface of the feedback that I had for them. And I'm just like, I had to delete stuff out just so that I could put, I have more feedback and I would be happy to share that with you, but I hit the character limit and it's not happening in this, so good luck. But yeah, I'm just like, oh goodness. It definitely has the potential to be really, really good, but definitely has not been my favorite experience thus far. So we're going into the, fine, we'll go murder stuff. I love how the bird went there and the chest is over there. Like, thank you for lying to me, bird. I know where the chest is. This is not the chest. Why is the bird sitting on that chest? That's the worst part. The bird is sitting on the wrong chest. Bird, you're drunk, go home. I love drunk bird, but sometimes he just makes a questionable decision. Just like me, I guess. I'm definitely gonna die. Oh, these guys are 25. No wonder the tank ate. Ow. Yeah, buddy. Look at this. Bird. That is the wrong chest. Bird is inside the chest. Yeah, bird, that's not even the right chest. What are you being so excited for? The right chest is right over there. Go for the right chest. Anyways, I'm gonna let this get out first. But yeah, I'm just like, it's good stuff. Alright, let me see if I can I want my chat to come back up. There was some good stuff going on over on TikTok. Let me see if I can get it to reload. Nope, it doesn't want to. Sorry, TikTok, y'all are on your own. Oh, no! My favorite thing in the whole world. I'm definitely gonna die in this mission, I'll tell you that right now. Especially with the weapon I've got right now. Say hello. Well, hi, Nelly Knock. This is the village. But let's get murdered by our lovely Nimrod. Yes, Sima. So if you have access to the game currently, I clicked the wrong button. If you have access to the game currently, sign into soulframe.com and click on the page that you downloaded the game from, there should be a link. There's 2 links in there. So the first one should say, actually, I'll pull it up in just a minute. I just did that earlier too, to show people where they could check if they have access. But there should be links to 2 Discords. The first one will say, the left one will say the private Discord, and the right one will say the public Discord. Very, very easy to miss, so don't feel like, you know, you're blind or something. Like, a lot of people have missed it. I will absolutely pull that up, though, in just a minute, just to kind of give you a good visualization of how to access that. I just also want to make sure I don't accidentally share account information that I'm not wanting to do. So. But yeah, the invite is in there, and you can only access it if you have access to the game. So that's why I say log into your account, because then I'm not sharing it. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't share it. So I haven't checked. I have looked. You know, I gotta test all the things. But I have looked. You cannot actually create a code for it. So. Yeah. And that, like I said, it's a very, very common issue. You get a lot of people in the public one. That's usually why I'm trolling in the public one, because A, it's quieter in there. The people are only code begging, and I can handle code begging. But otherwise, yeah, I can't help them. Or like, it's quieter there, so I just hang out there. A lot chiller group, but I just tell them, I'm like, hey, by the way, that is... Oh god, no, give me your soul. Thank you. Heal me a little bit. Thank you. Okay. Alright, where's Nimrod? Give me Nimrod. I don't wanna die. These guys are too spicy for me. These guys are 15. I clicked the wrong button. I'm dumb. Alright. Let me finish not dying, and then I will share that. Because there might be other people. Again, like I said, TikTok, I'm really sorry. I can't see anything anybody's saying right now. So, my apologies. This is Soulframe, though. I know that was a very common question that I kept getting over on TikTok. So if you are wanting to know, this is Soulframe Preludes, aka pre-alpha, aka not yet ready for mass consumption. Let me not die, please. Mata! No. Like I said, Sima, it was such a very easy thing to miss. So many people have missed it. Like, yeah, don't feel bad at all. I got really fortunate when I got access, because I was at work, so I was stuck. So they sent us the email, and it included the link to the private Discord. I didn't even realize they'd had a Discord at that point. I didn't even realize they had an official one at that point. So I was at work, so I couldn't download it. So I was like, oh, I'll just jump into the Discord, and ended up like having chats and stuff in there, and they were welcoming all the players and everything, because it was literally the first batch and everything. So like all the DE team was just kind of hovering and like, hi guys, welcome, and then like giving hints and stuff to the first few players able to log in. So yeah, like don't feel bad. It has been, oh god, oh no, it's gonna hurt really badly. Okay, no it didn't. Right, sucker. Alright. Let me not die to Nimrod real quick, and then yeah, I'll share that though for others who might have also missed it, just because, like I said, it is a very, very common issue that people have said in the official Discord channel that they had no idea it existed. That's why they've been posting like their feedback and stuff. I hate you, Nimrod, especially when you're level 25. I love Mata. I hate Nimrod. It's fine. We're gonna not die today, okay? That is goal. No dying today. This is usually where I use the Cloud Ball, but like I also don't like using the Cloud Ball, so I don't. So it is 100% on me because I'm just, you know, not doing that. As to why I'm suffering right now. This is 100% on me. But yeah, he's almost dead. See, that's also why I don't use it. He just, oh my gosh, he dropped stuff now and I just got a polished. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. That is exciting. He has never dropped stuff before. Or if he has, I don't remember it. It's been a while. That is exciting though. I am so happy I got that. Alright, Mata, come talk to me. Come on, Mata. Let's go. Let's go. Give me your words of wisdom.
Well, Marta is tired. On to the next tribute.
Thank you, Mata. Bye, Mata.
In Rora's name, do we tend this
Alright.
flame? Maybe she'll come back.
I'm gonna pop into the Nightfold real quick. Just so that I can share that again. I did it on... I'm gonna do it on my picker wheel screen. Because that is technically... Actually, no, I'm not. Because I don't want to deal with that. Make sure I'm not actually sharing. Okay, we're good. Go to the download page. Yeah. So like I said, private and public. Where's my stream stuff? Pull this sucker up again. Window capture. Yeah. And we're capturing this guy. So yeah, same thing. As I said, you got the download page, and I'm not sharing anything like not public with this. You guys can download it at any point. But the private and the public discords are there. So just a FYI, as you guys are looking at all my lovely things, I'm actually gonna kill that now. But yeah, so yeah, it is what it is. People, like I said, they've been missing it since day one. They've been missing it for a while. Like, don't feel bad at all that you missed it. It happens, okay? It happens. Really, like, yeah, like I said, like, it's a lot of people miss it, and that's usually why I hang out in the, official Soulframe channel, because, yeah, like, so many people, like, I kept seeing people posting pictures there, because you can post the screenshots and stuff, and they'll post stuff, and they'll be like, hey, has anybody reported this bug? And I'm like, well, there's two places you can go. You can either go to the forums, or you can go to the Discord. Now, I will note, the Discord is a little spicy right now, because we did just get a massive new players, it does always get spicy. We do get the spicier folks out. People who are, again, expecting this to be a full game. It is not a full game. TikTok, I swear I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see the chat. I'm so sorry. This is Soulframe, though. I'm assuming that's a question because people keep asking that. That's why I'm saying that. But, yeah, when we get big batches of people, they tend to get a little spicier, and they tend to just be like, oh, well, I thought this game was completed, and I just, you know, it's horrible, like, there's nothing to do, there's blah, 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 and it's like, hey, you're testing a game. Like, it's okay to say, you know what? I'm gonna wait until this game is completed, and I'm gonna go play something else in the meantime. That is perfectly acceptable. Like, just because you have access doesn't mean you have to use that access. Oh, that's perfect, actually. I can see that. Aha, yay, thanks, Pastel, for doing that for me. But yeah, like, and that's what I tell people, too. I'm like, I recognize that this is not gonna be, oh, it's Hanging Gardens. We're okay, never mind. Testing is not gonna be for everybody. And, like, I cannot stress that enough. There are so many people that are like, I want to be a video game tester. I want to, you know, do all these things and test out a game before it's ready and blah, blah, blah. But when they actually get around to testing it, they don't want to test it. What they wanted was they wanted the full complete game and be able to play it and complete it before anybody else. So that's why I'm just constantly telling people, like, yes, this is gonna be repetitive. This is gonna be you doing the same things over and over. There is going to be some elements of farming and things like that because you are testing a game. This is not full game. This is testing a game. And I think because so many game companies lately have been doing that, like, early access, beta testing, even though their game's, like, already almost done, things like that. I think it has set, like, a bad expectation for players to realize what actual testing is. So, yeah, that's one of the things that I got really used to saying, especially in the private Discord, is just that, hey, recognize this is a very, very early access game. This is nowhere near completed. That isn't to say there isn't things to do, but this is nowhere near completed. And it's okay to say, you know what, testing is just not for me. Like, come back at a later time. It's fine. Don't sit here and bash this game right now because it's not full release. Like, everything is subject to change at any point. You don't need to bash it right now because the iteration that you are seeing right now could very well be different in a week's time, a month's time, a year's time. Like I said, the game I am currently playing is not the game I started playing when I first started this out. It is very different. It is a very new experience still. Like, I have seen massive, massive improvements, whereas people who are just starting out, they are not yet experiencing those improvements. That's just the nature of things. That's the nature of testing and having people come in at different times and things like that. So it's okay to say, you know what, that's not for me right now, because, you know, a year, not even necessarily a year, 6 months down the line, it might actually be your cup of tea. You just don't know it yet. So, yeah, just keep an open mind for those who are really, really interested in playing this. We are still very early days. We are still testing. We are still breaking things. The devs are doing what they can when they can. They do have a dedicated team for Soulframe. I think they are still growing too. They are nowhere near Warframe size for their team. They are definitely a much smaller team. But with that in mind, like, they are doing a lot with very little. And I think it's absolutely incredible. Like, I've been saying this the last few streams, but, like, going into the DE offices was, like, a very eye-opening experience to me, because I had assumed very incorrectly that they were this massive gaming company. They had, you know, thousands of employees, like, in the office, like, hundreds of thousands of employees, or, like, and not necessarily hundreds of thousands, but, like, thousands of employees across the world. And while they do have a pretty decent-sized team, they have a very, very small portion of that in the office, doing all the day-to-day work and doing all of the stuff that they are doing. Even the folks that are working from home and things like that. It is a much smaller team than what you are probably thinking. So, you know, like, give them some grace. They are doing pretty amazing work for having a very small number of people working on it. And I am just constantly impressed with the stuff that they've been cooking. And I think, like I was saying, actually, Simon, I think you might have missed that earlier, I am hoping that they actually bring cooking into this game. Like, I think that would be an absolutely fun element if they just added cooking as an option. Like, I feel like it wouldn't work in Warframe, you know? Like, why would you eat food? Why would you do whatever? But, like, in this game, to get, like, buffs or something, to have food, I feel like that would fit right in with this game, so... Yeah, so... I did. It was amazing. It was a private, accidental. I'm still not sure how it all played out. I mean, I know how it played out, but I'm like in shock still over how it happened. I had heard rumors that they had the option to do tours, but the experience that I had was. Somebody helped me out getting my Soulframe pin, and I had offered to trade them snacks for the pin, because I was, like I said, I was determined to get a Soulframe pin. They reached out, he reached out, and he said he probably had one, but he would have to check, blah, blah, the whole thing. He ended up having one, he brought it in, and then my whole thing with Sarah ended up happening, which was awesome. So I ended up with a second Soulframe pin. I ended up giving that to Howl. So if you see Howl around, he is one of the OG players. He started with me in the early days. I ended up giving him the pin because he did not get a pin. And then I have the one from Sarah, obviously, because that one is mine. So the guy that got me the pin, he, instead of the snacks that I had promised him, he had asked if I would get something signed for him because I got access to the, as a TennoCon attendee, you could go only to like one of the signings with a ticket, so you could get like a priority access to get in, otherwise you would have to wait in line. So for the Soulframe one, I was like, I have to go to the Soulframe one, like, you know, I am a fan of Warframe and things like that, but like, I, under no circumstances, wanted to miss the Soulframe one, so I made my priority ticket be the Soulframe one. So I got the ticket to that, so I was letting him know, like, hey, by the way, like, I'm going to that signing and stuff. So he's like, hey, I've got something, can you get it signed instead of, like, the snack trade that I was going to trade him? So I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then I was, like, in line, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can actually get you. Hey, Gray, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. It's going a lot better today than it has in the past, so we're getting there. I was just kind of telling Saima about the TennoCon experience, a little bit of the TennoCon experience and stuff. So yeah, so I ended up going to the signing. While I was in line for signing, they're like, yeah, you can only get one thing signed, and we're just, like, sending people on their way. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I was, like, messaging him, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I was going to get my stuff signed. Obviously, I can't get yours and mine signed. He was super cool about it. He's like, oh, yeah, no big deal. Like, I get it. They're, you know, limiting everything, blah, blah, blah. And then when I got in there, they were like, yeah, we'll sign whatever. So I ended up getting the thing signed for him. He was ecstatic. I was ecstatic. Like, it was great. And then through a series of unfortunate events, I ended up accidentally misscheduling my flight versus my hotels. So my flight, I thought, was set to leave on Sunday, and my flight actually ended up being out on Monday. So I had to change all of my plans and everything. I ended up having to add an extra day into my hotel, extra day onto the car I'd rented. I was happy because it meant, ooh, I hear his whispers. Like, I was freaking out because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what this is going to cost me, whatever. It ended up not being nearly as bad as I was afraid it was going to be. But yeah, so I was like, okay, like, we're good. And then, so, like, I was sitting there trying to figure out, like, what are my plans for Sunday going to be? And I was like, oh, I know I wanted to go downtown because there was some really, really cool architecture that I had seen the night before at the concert, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'll go downtown. So I'm like planning everything out on Sunday or Saturday night for what I was gonna do, and the guy that got me the Soulframe thing, the Soulframe pin, reached out and he was just like, hey, if you're not doing anything, do you want a tour of the offices? And I'm like, that's not real. Like, that's not a thing. And I am gonna die here. I'm like, that there's no way that's real. But I'm like, oh my gosh, Simon, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that. I forgot that was my sound. Somebody did it last week too, and I was like, oh my gosh. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate it. So yeah, so I'm so excited about that. Thank you. So he was just like, yeah, come on in. Like, come do this thing. Like, come do this tour. And I'm like, that's not real. That's not a reality. Oh. Oh, it was a gift! Oh my gosh. Oh, that's okay, that makes more sense. That's cool. Hey, that's the way to do it, Gray. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. I didn't realize. Yeah, I don't know why it showed that up as just subscribed. So, but no, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. I need this to go away. I thought it was shift. It's supposed to just, you know what, Bird? We're gonna explore here for a minute as Bird. Drunk Bird exploration. Shush, I know meds. I'm not taking my meds right now. Obviously. Drunk Bird to the rescue. Oh no, I almost made it out. Okay. Oh god, that is not the place to die. What was I saying? I got distracted. There were shiny things in death. Oh, right. So, like, I'm super skeptical. Like, there's no way this guy has access to the, to get me in there. Like, the people that adopted me for the weekend, it was my first TennoCon ever. Like, they were just like, oh yeah, I've never heard of anybody ever getting in a tour or anything. Like, it's been heard of, but like, it's like content creators or something, and that's it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna whatever. So I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, like, I appreciate the offer. Like, I have no expectations that it'll happen, but I'm like, you know what, I appreciate it. I'm like, if it works out, great, and if it doesn't, you know what, that's fine, because I'm gonna go explore downtown anyways. I've got all this stuff planned out. I want to check out the architecture and stuff. So I'm like, it's okay if it does not work out. And he's just like, oh no, it's happening. I just don't know what time. And I'm like, okay, if you say so. And so I was like, literally, I was like, I'm going to show up. I'm going to go downtown. And I'm just going to kind of chill in the vicinity. And if it happens, it happens. And if not, it's okay, because I want to go check out that architecture anyways. And it was all within walking distance. So I'm like, okay, like, it's fine. And then he ended up showing up, and he brought a group of us, and he had a friend who took us through a tour who works at DE. And yeah, it was an amazing experience. So yeah, I ended up with a third Soulframe pin. So for those of you who do not know what they look like, I will show you really quickly. This is the Soulframe pin. This is the one I got from Sarah. But I'll jump back to the game. So I do have an extra one, not right now, but at some point in the future, I will be doing a giveaway for that. I just don't know when that's gonna happen, because chaos. But yeah, at some point I will be giving that away. The only stipulation for that one, unlike my other giveaways, is that you do have to be a follower, and that's only because that's an IRS thing. If you do any sort of physical giveaway, you do have to be a follower for that. But I have no plans to do that anytime immediately. just because I don't stream as regularly right now as I would like, and things are chaotic with trying to figure out the stuff with work. So,
Alki's children
but at
are
some
saying
point that will
hold
be
up in
happening.
Eden.
And I will make as many announcements as I can. When that happens, I will try to keep it open up as long as
Take
possible,
care of
just
our
because.
uncle, will you?
But yeah, that is at some point in the future, probably closer to like celebration of when this game either gets out of pre-alpha or when this game gets out of alpha. I'll probably do like a big celebration and pin giveaway just because I didn't realize that's what I was doing. I lost track of which task I was on. So yeah, that is on my I am not going to that bird thing. I'm going right here. But yeah, so at some point in the future we will be doing that. That'll probably be my first physical giveaway that I do. That's a scary thought, but like that is so far in the future. I'm not going anywhere near that right now. But yeah, that is eventually in the plans. I do have it chilling right over here. And yeah, just because, like, you know, everybody's been super awesome. Last weekend was insanity. There were so many people that were interested in this game. Like, it made my heart so happy to see how many people just want to play this game, want to be part of it. And just how many people even have not, like, experienced Warframe who were wanting to get involved in this game because of stuff like TikTok or things like that. Like, it just makes my heart so happy. Like, I can't express it enough. It just, yeah. It's so awesome to see. And I know, I'm so sorry, TikTok folks. I promise. I really wish I could see your chats because we were having good conversations over there. I have no idea what happened with my OBS and stream element stuff, but it did crash and burn, and I cannot see it anymore, so it's literally just a white screen. So if you guys are chatting over there, I'm so sorry. It's not me ignoring you, I promise. We were having really good chats earlier and discussions about the game, and people's opinions on it, so. But yeah. And that's kind of actually, Simon, when you popped in, that was actually what was going on when you popped in. Was we were having discussions about like how people felt about the game and things like that, and that's why I started kind of going off about like, you know, it is a testing. We are testing this. It's not just like, here, play our game for free. It's, hey, play this game and give us. Wow, that was so rude. He literally waited until I was, you know, vulnerable. That was painful. At least I don't have to go far. But yeah, that was literally, I think, the point you popped in, so. Sorry, TikTok. I promise it's not me ignoring you. Or maybe I am ignoring you, but, you know, it's not intentional. But yeah, so this is Soulframe, though. It's great. It's gonna be a great free-to-play game, in my opinion. Just even the stuff that I've been doing, I've been enjoying it, so, you know. Hopefully others are enjoying it as well. I know it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's fun. Everybody's got their own opinions. But, yeah, it's good stuff. 100%. So, let me see. What do we got over here? I don't know. I did get blessed, though. I know you said that earlier, Gray. I got blessed by Mora 4 times now. 4 times. And it's very painful because I don't want to be blessed by Mora anymore. So I got blessed by Mora here. We had Verite, Fabalt ×2. I actually put one on my Gwylin and the Gildar. So yeah, I'm like, please just give me something not Mora. I'm very tired of Mora. I don't know if it's because of how my virtues are currently placed, so yeah, that's my thing. Yeah, see, Siren is freaking. I love Siren. Orangol's amazing. I'm terrible. It's fine. I will be the first to admit I am trash. I die a lot. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I die a lot. I do still love using the long blades, though. Ignimora is still... I love it. No, you're fine, Saima. You're good. Ignimora is still my favorite. I know people are always just constantly swearing by Vetch. I'm like, you know what? It's not my thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I'm just like... I'm tired of being blessed by more. Like, of all of them, that's the only one I don't want to be blessed by at this point. Literally, give me anything else. So yeah, I don't know if it's because, my virtues are currently, in courage right now, and I'm kind of wondering that's why. I don't know if there's any truth in that, but I am kind of curious as to that maybe why I keep getting blessed by Mora. Because I have not seen either of these, so neither Safi nor the Idris. So yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just that just Ignimora has been my favorite for so long. Like, I'm absolutely gonna be throwing on a Blessed by Mora onto that blade at some point. Just not currently, because I just didn't want to level that up on top of Gwylin again. But, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, I just... Vetch, like, people have been swearing by Vetch since they released Vetch, and I'm just like, I just feel like Ignimora is just my go-to, so... Whenever people ask, I'm just like, Ignimora is the way to go, because it's just a beautiful blade. And I'm very, very biased, so I can recognize that. It's fine. But yeah, no, it's good. That is why I'm boiling over here. I'm like, damn, why is it so hot today? I don't have my extra fan on. Yeah. No, we had, rain. So it's been really, really nice. It's been actually pretty cool out. I just have never really experienced cool humidity before, so that's been a very interesting experience for me. So I'm trying to get used to that. Secondaries to levels. So I've been joining my primaries while I level the secondaries as well. Oh yeah, that's fair. I've gotten all leveled up now. The only thing I just need to re-level up is the Gwylin. If you mean by doing Mendicant King shares, no, I have not. I don't usually play with others. Like, every once in a while, I'll join somebody if they need help with something, or, like, if I'm, like, messing around with stuff, but, like, I avoid people. I'll admit that. I do avoid other players and people in this game a lot, just because I squirrel a lot. And I know people are usually like, I have a goal in mind, I want to go to this goal. And I'm like, that's great, what's this shiny thing over here? And not a lot of people like that. So I try to be very respectful of their time and everything. And not subject them to my chaos at the best of times. So I have been kind of avoiding that, but I popped up my chat earlier, and that was literally the first thing that popped up was people asking for, actually they were doing an endless, but, even before stream, I had poked in there to see what was happening, and somebody had said that they were doing a king share, and I'm just like, okay, like, you guys enjoy that, because, like, yeah, I'm good. I fight the Mendicant King every once in a while, when I remember, or when I'm on that half of the map, because normally I've just been in the north the last couple weeks, and I usually only venture south if I am needing to get rid of some of my excess experience for my faction, which I've been wasting all of my experience purchases, my faction experience stuff on I know, people do need chaos in their lives. I just try not to subject them to it that often. But I've been trying to do, just stay in the north, because that's where I know the joineries have been. Oh, that's so rude. That is incredibly rude. Oh, they're only level 10, that's fine. Fine, we'll kill the babies. The little babies. Give me your soul, please. I love how there's like level 25s and then these level 10s come in like they're gonna do anything. Alright, where is my lovely hidden chest? But yeah, I'm just like... I've been avoiding people. But I did the same thing with Warframe 2. Like, I usually just play solo, and then if I needed help or anything, then I would kind of join other groups. But it's more just like a personal preference thing than anything else. Like I said, I don't necessarily want to subject people to my level of crazy. Although they're gonna tomorrow. The group that adopted me for TennoCon, we have a Warframe date, so to speak, that we will be doing tomorrow. So I will be relogging into Warframe for like the first time in ages. I did log in very, very briefly earlier this week to get the Noggle that was in the TennoCon relay. I think today might be the last day if it's still up. If you haven't gotten it, go get it. Not that I didn't get it from joining TennoCon in person, but like, you know, just got it anyways. But yeah, so I did briefly log in, but I was on my Steam Deck, and let me tell you, I am not a Warframe on console player because I was not thrilled with that. So I was like, alright, I do need to remember my controls and everything, though, for tomorrow, because that's going to be chaos. So yeah, I'll probably be logging in for the first time on that tomorrow. I have no idea if I'm going to stream it or not. It kind of depends on how things play out and where I am at a certain point, because I just found out that I'm going to be going to my sister's for lunch, but that always turns into hours later, and as much as I love my nibblings, they have been driving me up a wall with wanting to play Roblox. Which, don't get me wrong, Roblox is, you know, I'm still not a fan of Roblox, let me be really honest. I'm not a huge fan, but I have been playing like 2 games. I know they want to play other games. I refuse to play the other games because they want, like, they have the very short attention spans. I've told them they do. They don't believe me. I'm just like, can you play the same game for like 20 minutes straight? No? Okay. Yeah, you got a short attention span, kid. And that's what I tell them all the time. So I'm really, you know, not great to them. But they love it. Like, they love being able to play with their aunt. So I'm like, okay. I will play with my nibblings, but I will only play 2 games with them at this point. I refuse all other games because A, I don't have time to invest in any other games, and B, yeah, it's just a bit much. Don't be much. Alright, where are you? Oh gosh, you're everywhere. Didn't realize there'd be that many enemies. But yeah. Anyways, just a reminder for my folks over on TikTok, I am very, very sorry. I cannot see your chat. If you guys are chatting, it's not me ignoring you. I just cannot see it to save my life. Because for whatever reason, my Stream Elements decided it wants to white out that screen, and I can't see anything. It's not me ignoring you intentionally. I just cannot see your chat if y'all are chatting over there, asking questions. My YouTube and my Twitch are working, so if you do pop over there, let me know that you did come from the TikTok side. And that's fine. But yeah. No, it's good though. We are definitely multi-streaming, and it's awesome because I've been finding that there is a boatload of people that have been coming from TikTok who have no knowledge of this game or no knowledge of Warframe, and they or like very limited knowledge of Warframe, and just seeing their excitement in this, I'm like, that's just awesome. Like, you want to talk about power of social media, power of TikTok, really, is just seeing what that is doing
Do we
for
tend this
please explode. Thank
way?
you. I'm like, please explode before I
She'll
undo
come
this.
back
Oh yeah,
again.
I gotta go turn in my stuff anyway. So I guess I will be on that side of the map, so I can go check for the Mendicant King. If you guys want me to add you, if I do have the Mendicant King, I will take you guys with me. I'll let him explode. Perfect. Qualin leveled up again. Not that I get any credit for it because she do be already leveled. But yeah, so if I do end up over there and the king is there and you guys want to join me, please just let me know. Either shoot me a in-game message, or you can say it on Twitch or YouTube, and I will be happy to add you in. But yeah, so I do need to go turn that in because I am at the level cap. I've probably been at the level cap for a while and I haven't been paying attention, so I'm gonna swap over to Orengal real quick so I can move a little bit faster. Yeah, absolutely. If I have it up, I will absolutely do that. And actually, I'll send you an invite anyways, just because you hang out here. So I would love to have you on my friends list. Alright. That one is done. Let me put it gray. Sent you that. I got one for. Oh gosh, I've got people. Oh, okay, yeah. This person was on my TikTok, so I am gonna add them 100%. I did recognize their name is familiar, so I will absolutely do that. But yeah, if I end up having that live, I will pull you over for that. I just switched to this. I probably shouldn't have done that while it's also trying to drink water, but whatever. But yeah. Stay hydrated, y'all, regardless of the season. It is nasty out there. But yeah. Best form of fast travel. As long as you know, don't mess up and get shot back into your body. Number of occasions I've done that. Or I get attacked because I didn't realize there was an enemy. Oh yeah, absolutely, Sima. So it is very, very similar to the Warframe system. There are some stuff that they obviously still have. Like, the UI did update. It did originally, like, even the map and everything did used to look a lot more Warframey. I don't know if they're going to end up changing the look of, like, the friend stuff. But this is 100% just a copy-paste over from Warframe with a couple of Soulframe additions in there. So yeah, it is in there. So if you wanna add people, yeah, no worries, Sam. I appreciate it. Like I said, my in-game name is just Helix. Oh, speaking of which, let me check. Nope, it is correct. Okay, I was gonna say my stream elements thing sometimes keeps overlapping which in-game name I'm using. So for the most part, I do go by Helix Rook on most platforms, but in this game, I am just Helix. And I may or may not have created an alt with my other name, but that is just because of purposes for videoing and video recording. But I don't think I've added that, so yeah. But yeah, no, like I said, like, I try to grab, if you, like, hang out and, I recognize you, like, I have no problem adding you in. I do try to do a friends list purge every once in a while, just because, but I will do my best not to kick you guys out of my friends list, just because you guys do hang out a lot, and I appreciate it, so. But yeah, I've been trying to purge, because I was doing so many crypt runs. Like, my friends list exploded because I was just ferrying people left, right, and center. And then, I would just get random people adding me in because of, like, old videos and stuff that I was making over on YouTube. So I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever, that's fine. But yeah, I haven't hit the limit yet, but I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it down for now, because, like, I still have a couple friends that have not made it in-game yet. And a couple folks that I'm just, like, waiting on, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just, hold a few spots for them, but yeah, the rest, go for it. It's cool. Y'all get the original Helix on there. It's wonderful. Some days. Some days. But yeah, no, it's been really, really good though. It's funny because like I feel really bad. Like I forgot I swapped to Orengal. It should be it's either Helix Rook or it's Helix underscore Rook. It should actually, if you do exclamation mark socials, theoretically it should pop up there. I think. I don't remember if I put it on there or not. It should be. I probably should just do like a exclamation mark YT or something for the future, but nah, I'll do that off stream. I will actually make a note of that on my phone while I'm running across. Actually, I need to attack because I'm gonna divert. All right. While I'm no, I know that. Go away. I'll make a note of that though right now because I will forget. Make new short exclamation mark YT for YouTube. Well, yeah. Oh, hey, thanks. I just saw your subscription. Thank you. Yeah, and it's weird. Like, that's a thing, too. Like, so depending on which platform you're on, if you're like, oh, thank you for subscribing, and you subscribe on YouTube versus if you subscribe on Twitch, it's always just very weird to me. What it's like and bouncing around and stuff. But yeah, like, I have an ancestor guide on there from, like, way back when. And I still get comments from time to time that people are like, well, I don't know where Fenjitar is because he's not in my Nightfold. And I'm like, yeah, that changed. Like, hardcore. He doesn't exist there anymore. And it's just funny because people are just like, oh yeah, this is obviously fact because this was, you know, made way back when. And I'm like, it's not. Like, everything is subject to change, please understand that. Like, and I'm probably gonna have to start putting that disclaimer at the front of my video just because, like, any videos I do, just because I'm like, everything is subject to change in this game. So, it's just, yeah, it's funny. But, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm good. So it is under socials. That is good. As for the X Twitter thing, like, I don't post on there enough, ever, if at all. But I have been trying to jump on there, like, when I'm doing, like, major giveaways or something, I'll post it on there for folks. I might, ooh, okay, I was like, I might have crashed, hold on. We did not crash, we're okay. So. But yeah, no, it's appreciated, so. Ooh, yeah. So you need Verminia. Got it. Yeah, and I'm gonna obviously have to do some updates because, like, they did share that one ancestor briefly back in, I think it was DevStream 7, who still needs to get added to the game, and then obviously we're gonna have Bromius, so that'll have to get added to the quest. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to do a separate one for Omen Beasts. And one for a updated ancestor guide for sure. But I try to keep it as short as possible. Like, I try not to add any fluff in there. Like, they're not monetized. They ain't gonna get anything because they're under like 3 minutes. But like, that's not the point. The point is to help people, so that's why I keep them as short as possible. And I want to remake a few of them so that they can show up on TikTok as well, but I haven't done that yet. Just kind of been a little busy. So I've been buying a bunch of Sacred Shimmers just, you know, because, and then Drax because I'm like, you know what, I might as well add to my Drac count. As if I don't have enough of those already. But yeah, I was like, that's how I spend my things every time I rank up. But yeah, let me go check on the Mendicant King now, since we're on this side of the world. And then I need to make sure I switch out of Orengal, because I will absolutely die a lot if I stay with Orengal for that fight. Because I'll be so used to trying to blind them and everything that I'm gonna mess it up. But I do need to get better about swapping between the packs more, just because I have a really bad tendency to stick with one for a really long time and then jump to another one and completely forget. So, yeah. But I do the same thing with Warframe as well. Also, in case you didn't know, and I will give you this little tidbit, there are little notes found around the world. You can see them in Soulsight. They do glow. There are some notes over in Fort Curlail. There's some right outside of Garen's Shrine. And then little places here and there. I suggest reading those. This one told us about Hilly Den. This was the first time we had those. Sometimes they give you hints about ancestors you might have otherwise missed. So I do try to get people to go look at those just because. I think there's actually one. If you go... Oh gosh, where is it? The Unmarked Dungeon. Let's see, right here. So this is the well. This is the well that you do during the Tormented Stag quest. It's right near Mines of Boro. It's right by the World Tree. It's right by Lumens. You go up the river. So, like, Garen's Shrine's here. You go up the river. This is the Unmarked Well dungeon right here. If you go right at the top of there, there's actually letters right there as well. So, yeah. I know that they don't have a lot of direction in the game, or it's not necessarily obvious, but those will actually give players some direction if they would find them. Now, there are a couple that are missing. I think there's one that's like Tu Volcane or Verminia, I forget which one, is missing like one of the pages. But there's a couple of hints for each of them spread out across the map. And then another spoiler for some folks. I'm not going to actually do it, but, you know, a little tease for ya. If you come over to Grandpappy's house right here, this is one of 3 locations. Let me just get these annoyances out of the way real quick. Ow, rude. You know what? Wolfie, go. Guard my back. You're going the wrong way, Wolfie. Oh my gosh, it does not like Wolfie. My game does not like Wolfie. Alright, I'll just kill him myself. Oh no, it doesn't like Grandpa's house. Okay, that's fine. I'll look at it from this angle. But Grandpappy's house is right here if you are near Aldpuri, or you just kind of go south along the coast from Alka's Children. There is this little place right here that you can interact with, and it will give you a little piece of lore that you might otherwise be missing. So hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, go. But it is one of 3 that you will need in order to craft a certain something. Actually, they might have changed the requirements for that certain something, but at least it should get you in the right direction. Oh, you can't get from this way anymore. Ah, crud. Okay, fine. But yeah, so those are fun. I do really enjoy those. I did like the lore. I am hopeful. Oh my gosh, let me get up this hill. Please, wolf mode activate. We're doing Skyrim jumping here. Let's see how far I can get before it kicks me. I'll get about here. So yeah, I do suggest people do that. It does give them a bit of lore. Finding the little notes and stuff around. They are not obvious locations, but they are going to be in some of those major areas that you start in. Like, there are hints around to, you know, if you pay attention, you will find them. And it will guide you. Or you can ask. Like, a lot of us got help in the early days. I know when I first started, Steve was hanging around the chat, and he would literally just sit there and be like, hey, did you guys find this yet? Have you found that thing over there yet? And just kind of gave us these little breadcrumbs to kind of follow. And I recognize that, like, obviously the new players are not going to necessarily have that same experience, but I do want people to understand that, like, we had help in the early days. They don't need to feel bad that they don't have guidance. Like, obviously the team is making some updates to the new player experience. Everything is subject to change. Yeah. It's all good. Come on, companion. I can English very well, I promise. Alright, what do you got for me? Busted. And Rook. Very nice. I will take Rook. I love Rook. It's still one of my favorite weapons. I tell people when I'm wearing it, I'm actually complete, because then my username is whole. Then Helix is holding onto Rook. But just a little thing. I do love the shape of it, though. It is one of my favorite chess pieces. Although I have not played chess in a hot minute, and it makes me really sad because I do really miss it. I used to do a chess club for before and after school students back before I was a teacher, but in my early days in college when I was working, I did a before and after school program at the local elementary school and was part of the chess club with that, and it was just a lot of fun and teaching kids how to play chess, and they just got so into it, and I loved seeing that. So one day I will go back to chess. I actually I have a bad habit of collecting chessboards, so I have this really nice stone set that I have that I found it at a Goodwill, worth it. And then a couple of themed ones. Not all the themed ones that I want, but a couple of them. So it's good stuff. All right. I was like looking at the ship, and I'm like, that was a weird angle to see the ship. All right, it looks like we do have. Hey, Smooth, welcome back. It does look like we do have the Mendicant King. So, Gray, I will shoot you a thing to join in. I don't know if you have buddies that want to join or not. I don't care. I'm not going to throw anything in recruiting or anything. Oh, is he there? Wait, he might not actually be there. Oh, no, he's there. I'm just blind. Yeah, kill the king. Kill the king. That is the plan. My TikTok chat died. Thank you. Thank you, Smooth. I appreciate it. Now I'm gonna go cry, because that's 2 today. It was Gray! I forgot! Thank you, Grace. Oh, I see it. I see it now. I see it on my other screen. So not my chat. I see it on my redemption thing. So it does tell me that you gifted those. Thank you so much, Gray. I forgot that you had said that the next person to pop in here was gonna get that. Gray did get it. Thank you so much. Oh, you did? So it did totally just blip on me. That's awesome. Thank you, Gray. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it didn't show me you did. That's why I'm, like, really confused. But hey, regardless, you got a first and you deserve it, so thank you. Milestone achieved. Yeah, honestly, yeah. It's pretty, oh, thank you. But yeah, I don't know, Gray, if you have any oh yeah, I need to change my stuff too. I forgot. Thank you for that. I forgot. This would have been a really bad attack. I don't know if you have any friends that want to join in, though. We can, pull them. I don't care. I don't care. Go away. Go away. Flip down. Boom. Yeah. I was using, Orengal to travel the map because I'm lazy. So, yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'll just do that. But yeah, now I'm actually seeing it says 4 subscribers. So, yay, I see that. Thank you, Gray. I really appreciate it. Seriously. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, I haven't touched Garen in a hot minute. I definitely should go back to that. I saw a couple people using it the other day, and I'm like, yeah, I should probably do that. Ooh, yeah, that's probably not great. It's all good. Yeah, no, it's good stuff. And again, once again, my poor children over on TikTok. I'm sorry. I cannot see your chat. It is literally a white screen of death. I don't know why. It makes me really sad. Oh, you're bringing out the mendicant armor. That's awesome. Yes, the lovely set. I feel like the top is like a little bit. It doesn't quite work for it. Even the bottoms are kind of like iffy. But like obviously the helm is like perfection for the Mendicant King. But the rest of it, I'm like, does it fit him though? I don't know. Yeah, kill him in his own. That's fair. Yeah, honestly, like the chest armor, I feel like would be. That's why I wear the setup that I do is just because, well, A, because it's a good combo, um, but B, yeah, it's just I don't know. But yeah, so Gray, if you wanted to add anybody, feel free. Also, I feel like I just heard somebody open a chest. Am I hearing? That was weird. Um, but yeah, I don't know if you wanted to recruit anybody. Otherwise, we can just start this chaos because that's gonna be fun. Um, yeah, I don't know. Oh, honestly, if this was transmog, I 100%. Okay, I would still be wearing this helm. Let's be honest. If there was transmog though, I would go back to the Tubalcane top and I might go back for the Night Maiden armor bottom because I do like that look. But yeah, that just kind of depends. Yeah, he's going after you. I'd rather he go after you than me. Yeah. Ready, set, yeah. Wait. Let's just whack. Beautiful death. Okay, I did that to myself. Dang it. Good stuff. Oh god, I don't think that works. I might actually need to relog. Well, hey. Yeah, honestly, I'm telling you, let us have that option. I don't know if that'll let me. We'll see. Maybe I should have probably turned myself. That might have made more sense. Like I said, not perfect, but it's a good game nonetheless. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hard relog. That's fine. We'll just do that really quickly. Okay, we're good. We good. Just gonna pop out. But yeah, let's just log it. It's fine. It's fine. That's the nature of testing, right? You just get something. I don't think I'm actually typing properly. Oh gosh. I don't know if I'm typing. About to find out. Oh yeah, I totally was typing. Okay, cool. But yeah. So hopefully you got stuff though, Gray. I don't know if that. Okay, I was like, that was weird. Hopefully it didn't glitch on you and you were able to pick up that bag because it was literally right behind his throne and that's like the worst place for it to spawn, so. Oh my gosh, no, I'm so sorry. Did I do that? Oh, I should've made you leave first. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Grace. I didn't mean it. I did not. See, this is what I get for not multiplayering. This is why I do not multiplayer, because then I cause things like this. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I don't multiplayer for a reason. And it's usually for stuff like that, you know, I have no control over. I do remember, like, Warframe, like, rewards going, kaput on you at times, and it just drove me nuts. And I have forgotten that, so it is good to know and be reminded of, because I have actually forgotten that. How do you avoid it? I guess that would be a good thing, so I can warn people in the future. That's actually a good thing to know. But yeah, that's yeah. I should have had you pop out. Oh, okay, Nightfall. Okay. All right, good. All right. Yeah, send people to Nightfall. That's fine. I could do that. I mean, I'm more used to when you could only one person in the Nightfall at a time or something. Talk to her in the Nightfall. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. That's interesting, but that's good to know for future. Um, yeah, that's you know, testing. No, but I'm used to early days where it was like only the host could go into the Nightfold and things like that. So obviously I am behind on the testing of the multiplayer stuff quite a bit. So, but that is good to know. So yeah, send people, be like, go talk to Tuvokane even if you don't need to. Go shoot. Or at least make sure that y'all bounce over, or like leave my game before I bounce out of my game. That would have made a lot of logical sense. Now that I'm thinking back on it, so I do apologize though. If you had lost it, I would have felt really, really bad. But yeah, I wasn't even sure if you had gotten it because it was stuck behind the throne, and I know a few people had complained about that happening as well. Are we here now? This does not look right in my brain. I don't think this is here. No worries, Saima. I appreciate it. Thank you, and have fun. Feel free to add me whenever. No, it is not. Okay. I thought I was in a very different place than I currently am. Built different. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I know it's just like, it's been pretty wonky back there, so. Yeah, I'm just like, alright. That's also why I don't do multiplayer, because I don't want somebody to be mad, because, like, I don't usually kill him behind the throne, because I've had that issue before, so I just try to do it. I pull him out and let him come fight me a little bit before I actually kill him, just because I've had that issue a few times. Ow! A few times. But I also forgot to go fight the Mendicant King all the time, so, you know. I'm also wasting all of that beautiful resources for people on accident. Ow! I did not block that as I intended. But yeah, like yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've done like some serious multiplayering outside of the messing around with Smooth that I did. So. Oh yeah, no, I feel I feel that entirely. So no, it's all good. But yeah. It was good co-op. Smooth for sure. Yeah. Like I said, I don't do it too often, and I don't think you were here earlier when I was talking about it, Smooth, but tomorrow I am planning on doing some more frame. I don't know if I'm going to stream it or not, and it also depends, because I don't know if I will be home in time to do it with the group that I was going to be playing with. But I am so very behind in that game. Yeah, sure. So I am supposed to be doing it with the group that I went to TennoCon with. However, I'm also supposed to be going to my sister's house. Theoretically, it is just for lunch. In actuality, we will see, because it's never what it's supposed to be whenever I go to my sister's. So, take that as you will. Or take that with a grain of salt, because let's be real, when I'm supposed to be going over there for lunch, I end up being there for dinner. It's just, you know what? I wish that were the case. Yeah, I wish I could say that were the case, but I would be shot if I even suggested that. So, yeah. Oh, please, I think. Are you killing everything? I think my OBS is crashing. Nope, it's just still angry with, TikTok. I don't know why. I'm so sorry, TikTok folks. But yeah, it has been a hot minute since I've played Warframe. I logged in very, very briefly this week on my Steam Deck to get the TennoCon Noggle that they had. I think it's still live if you guys haven't gotten it. Don't quote me on that, so. And I'm also trash at playing Warframe, so I recognize that, I understand that. Don't let my MR tell you otherwise. I just farmed and did a lot of crazy stuff. So, oh, look at that. I keep getting this angry screen on certain points, and it makes me really sad. But I think it's like points that they're working on updating and or fixing. Because, like, I don't always get it on those points. It's just some of them, so. But yeah, like like I said, I haven't played it in a hot minute. The group that I went to TennoCon with, they have been wanting to play for a few days. I've obviously been doing the work stuff. I'll update you on that off stream. Smooth. I kind of ranted a few times on it today, and I'm not going to redo it over stream, but I'll update you on that off stream because it's interesting. But yeah, so Warframe used to be like my go-to all things. Like I would always play Warframe and other things. Yeah. Friend venting. Yeah. 100%. But yeah, so it used to be Warframe and one other game. And like that other game would always kind of trade off depending on what mood I was in and whatever I was doing. And then when I got access to Soulframe, obviously Warframe took the backseat because I was all Soulframe, and then it became Soulframe in another game that I would play. And that again, that other game would always just kind of rotate. And then I was also kind of in a funk with Warframe because like I was dealing with friends that had got me into playing it but weren't playing it. I was running my dojo solo and I was going crazy because like I had no access to or like I was doing literally all the decorating, all of the like all the group stuff and everything. Like I was doing everything solo, so it was kind of driving me a little bit crazy. And then yeah, so I was just like, I just need a break. Like people were getting really, really toxic when I tried to join in recruiting, and I was like, you know what? Obviously I'm behind, and some people don't want to deal with that. So I was like, okay, that's fair. I'll just take a break. And obviously I had Soulframe, so I was like, okay, like I'm still within the DE grouping, so I'm like, I'll be okay. So yeah, just took a break. I did do, I think, stream a few weeks ago, briefly, some 1999 stuff, but like I have no idea what I'm doing in that. Like I knocked out pieces of it. I couldn't tell you where I am with it though. So yeah. I'm like, yeah, seriously, like, recruitment chat is a nightmare. And our, like, in Soulframe recruitment chat is kind of going that way. So that's why I have everything turned off, too. Because I'm just like, I don't want that in my life. But, yeah, I'm just like, so I'm going to figure out, if I'm back in time, I'll join them. And then I don't know how long or whatever they're going to be running. And then, yeah, I'm totally down, though, just because I am so far behind. So far. Like I said, like, I did some of the 1999 stuff, and the stuff I did on stream, like, that was all the stuff that I did. I know I'm missing things. I know that there's, like, relationship stuff that you can do. There's things like that. But I'm, like, I'm so behind. I'm so lost. So I'm, like, I need to replay a couple missions just to kind of get up to speed on things and everything. So yeah, for sure gonna probably need a guide on that. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know how things are going. So yeah. I'm just like, I'm sorry that like I'm not the best person in the world when I'm playing, and I do feel bad because like whenever I'm like I do a public mission, like I feel bad when I'm like I have no idea what I'm doing. Like Deimos, I completely checked out of Deimos. I could not tell you almost anything about Deimos except how much I checked out. Like I was not a fan of Deimos at all. And I know a lot of people said that too, so like I do need to kind of go back and redo some of that stuff. I did finish it, but like I know it was just very It was messy. And I didn't really understand all of the mechanics that they were introducing with it. So obviously I got to do some farming on there too. I just kind of was just like, just get me out of this mission. I want to go back to my normal gameplay. And again, like Warframe also was just kind of like, I need to let off some steam, so let me just slash the living crap out of any enemy that I come across. And that was perfect. Like, it let me let off some steam and stuff. But it was like, it was good because like, I would equip my paracesis. I love my paracesis. I don't care. That's still my favorite blade. I know people swear by other ones, but I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I like that one. Ow. Owie. And it's probably, you know, very outdated at this point with different mods and stuff, but still one of my favorite blades. And I'm like, I would just go in with my paracesis, with my wisp. I know, that makes no sense. I like playing wisp, okay? It doesn't make sense that I'm playing wisp and doing melee. I understand that. That is my gameplay style, okay? My gameplay style doesn't necessarily make sense. It's just how I play. So, like, even Soulframe, like... There are times where I will literally be using things. It's like, I understand that it might not make sense to you, but it doesn't have to make sense to you, okay? It's mine. Like, it's my gameplay. Yeah, I'm gonna have issues. Yeah, I'll switch from time to time to try, see if I can get something better to work out for me. But my gameplay is how my gameplay is. Like, it doesn't always make a logical sense. It's just what I want to play. So, that is what I try to tell people and warn them on. I get it. But yeah, Wisp is... I love playing as Wisp, but I love doing melee in that game so much. So, yeah. Hello, XQIG? Welcome in. Oh, this is not your first time. Welcome back, I should say. Oh, it is your first time. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong chat. Welcome in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Between me and Smooth and Gray, who's hanging out, we do have a lot of knowledge in this game, so feel free to ask away. And again, once again, to my TikTok group, I'm so sorry. I am not ignoring you. I just cannot see my chat. It is a white scream of death, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, no, like I said, Smooth, like, I love my paracesis. There's something about it that is just, like, it just grinds. Is my thing still say giveaway? My thing should not say giveaway. Does it still say giveaway? I want to make sure that it does not say giveaway. It should not. Oh, the Palia giveaway. I don't have the Palia giveaway live just yet. It's gonna be, in a couple days. I don't know at what point just yet. But yeah, that will be coming soon. I just don't have an official date yet for when I'm doing that. I totally forgot I put that on there. But yeah. Wait, which game, Gray? Sorry, I kind of lost track. But yeah. Sorry, I totally forgot I put that on there. But yeah, so I will at some point be doing that. I will post it on random socials and everything for the Palia giveaway. It will be basically every single limited edition plushie that they have, that I have extras of and everything. Those are all going to be in the giveaway. So if you are interested in that, I will be doing that in the future. It's just not tonight. I forgot I put that on there. But we did hit a goal, so that is why we're going to be doing that. Yeah, I'll do it on stream, so I'll be playing Palia. You'll know because I will be on Palia. And then even if I'm not doing my big giveaway, I usually do small giveaways, so I do like the regular, very common plushie giveaways. So every time I am streaming Palia, that is usually for giveaways and stuff. So yeah, I will definitely do that in stream. But yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Smooth. Like, paracesis, though, is just like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful weapon. I love it. Thank you for that follow. And hopefully, I like I said, I am planning on doing that soon. It'll probably be next weekend. Just because I'm back to new hiring this week. So I am going to be a little bit busy with work during the weekdays, but either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday for sure on the giveaway. I will throw something, I think possibly in the Palia party app as well, just for folks to know. So thank you though. I do appreciate that follow. Yeah, I know the dual blades are really, really good too in Warframe. Like I said, I'm just so out of it. I did see the proto frame, believe me. I saw that and I was just like, of course. Um, yeah, no worries. Um, I know, and I'm like, I just saw abs. It would. Let me tell you, seeing that live was something. Let me be really honest. I was just like abs touch. Um, it's gonna be so bad. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. But like, so the proto frames, like, I get the concept of them. I do. I'm just, my brain also melts when I think about it. So I'm also like, I don't know. But at the same time, that's also Warframe lore that makes my brain melt because there's times where I'm just like, I have no idea where they're going with this. I have no idea what's happening. I mean, like, I don't know. It is. And I get it. And I'm just like, it's, I just, like I said, I've been so out of the loop and I've been, like, avoiding all the things. So I'm really behind in general on it. And I just need to catch up. I need somebody to do a nice history of and lore dump video that's like not 8 hours long. That won't totally confuse me, and I'll just watch that one day and figure it out. But I know somebody posted one that was like 6 hours long or something, and I'm just like, oh, that's not what I meant to click. That is rude. But yeah, I get there are some things that are definitely in flux. And like I said, I am also... One of the reasons why I also have not played as much is because I'm still very, very angry at myself for the choice that I made. I really hope you're kidding because I don't understand what the heck you just said. The guitar is the origin of the Helminth strain, and Flair wrote a comment to go to the future the long way round and help in the night of the Naga drums. I don't know if you're kidding, if it's a joke, if it's a, I don't know. My brain is just looking at that and going, I got nothing. I don't know. Yeah. Definitely very far behind on stuff. I'm assuming the thing that's a joke is, I can't tell, it's scrolling too fast. Probably the last part. I don't know. It's just, it's good. I mean, it's fine. I will eventually figure it out. What am I doing? Oh, sales tracks. Avocado. Where be the avocado? I see the avocado. He's over yonder. Yeah, I'll have to reread it and try to figure it out. Cause that was just. Let me see. The origin of the wrote a comment to go to the future the long way around, and the help in the night of the Naga drums. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know. Lizzie might not be the origin. I don't know what Lizzie is. I don't know what that is, or who that is, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a bit behind. Maybe a lot behind. But yeah, like I said, I kind of stopped playing because I was so angry at the choice that I made for Lotus. To this day, I'm still angry at myself. Because I thought, and I should know better, I should know DE would not lock a skin behind a choice. But I, for whatever reason, got it in my brain that, you know, if I chose differently, I would not be able to change the look of Lotus later. I know that now, and you know what, I went, instead of going with my gut, and I should have just gone with my gut, because I'm like, Lotus is Lotus, and Lotus needs to be named Lotus. I went with the option of, I wanted Lotus to look a little more human, and here we are, me very bitter at my life choices, and I'm so mad. I know it doesn't make a huge difference, but it does in my brain, because my brain is like, her name doesn't show up as Lotus. It's no longer Lotus, and it makes me so angry at myself because she is no longer Lotus. And it makes me so sad. Yeah, no, and that is precisely like why I'm so angry at myself. I should have just, yeah, exactly. So I should have just left it as it was. I should have gone with my gut. My gut was right. And I'm so angry at myself, and I didn't know. And yeah, so now I'm paying for that. So yeah, yeah. I did. I wish I didn't. I really wish I did. Because, like, if I had known that you could change the look later, I never would have chosen. Yeah, I never would have chosen Margulis. But I did. And now I'm sad. Forever sad. Like, I appeal to DE, please let me change it. Because it makes me so sad that she is not who she is meant to be. Because she is Lotus. Like, that was who she chose for herself. That's who she should have been. And that was literally, like, my thought process was, she chose to be Lotus, so therefore she deserves to have her choice, which was to be Lotus. And then I'm like, but she's human and I want her to look human, that's my choice. And I'm so angry at myself. Hold on a second, I just got a really weird text and I'm not sure why. That might take a second to get a response on, but that was really weird. But yeah, I'm just like, oh, so yeah. So, I'm angry at myself more so than, oh, okay, that's good. I'm more so angry at myself than anything, and that is, also why I stopped playing for a hot minute, because I was so mad at my own choices. And I knew I should have followed my gut in the one time in that game that I did not follow my gut. That happened, and I'm so mad at myself for it. So, yeah, that's that's also why I took a very long break from Warframe, because I was so angry at myself. Not angry at DE. That was, you know, they did their thing, but I'm angry at myself because I didn't realize that it could have changed. And I could have changed the appearance later, and I'm so sad. So in my heart, she is always Lotus, and in my game, she very much is not. And it's so sad to see every single time. So yeah, that's all. But, and I know that a lot of people have said that. I know that's something that, like, my brain is, like, not fully wrapping around. I know that is a thing. I just also know that I'm missing a lot of lore and stories behind that. And that's where my brain is. So, hello JP, how's it going? Welcome back. We are back at it with Soulframe, and currently we're talking depressing stories about Warframe because of poor life choices. Um, yeah, that's mostly what we've been chatting about. Is oh, you did! Yay! Congratulations! How have you been liking it so far? Oh, good, 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 perfect. That's excellent to hear. I'm very, very glad. Um, As I was actually saying earlier, I do warn new players, like, don't try to blitz through everything, like, as fast as possible. Like, take your time on things, enjoy it. Like, obviously, you're not gonna get everything all at once. There is not necessarily a lot of direction that you're gonna receive throughout the process, but, like, we're here, players are here, we're here to help, so feel free to ask questions, like, seriously. So, but yeah, I'm glad you got in. That's awesome. I know, I had a few people in here earlier who were trying to get access. And again, I feel really bad. Like, I really wish I could just be like, oh yeah, just watch and you guys can get it. I wish I could say that. And I can't. And I don't have any more codes right now, so I really can't do that either. But it does make me happy, though, when more and more people are joining. So, yeah. But no, I'm glad you made it back, though. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome to the chaos. 100%. Lots of dying. Maybe not as much as normal, but definitely a lot of dying, so... Yeah, see, and that, like...
Got a job for your legs, Dad.
That's the rough part right now, is getting the codes and access, because they had so many people join in for TennoCon. The Wednesday immediately following TennoCon, I think it was the 23rd. That was the only time since they started giving out codes that they did not give out codes to people. And then if you get, if you end up with, if you end up getting a gifted code from somebody, you also don't get codes to give away. So, like, things like that, it's like, okay, like, I get it, but also it kind of stinks. Honestly, I love Melee. Like, to be perfectly honest, like, Ignimora is still my favorite blade to use. I'm currently using this, and I have been using bow, but, like, normally, if I'm using a blade, I'm using Ignimora. I love using that blade. I do need to, reforge it, which I will do as soon as this is finished leveling up. Yeah, so, JP, if you saw the last dev stream that was at TennoCon, I think it was dev stream 8, they did repost it on YouTube, so it is live. But they did mention that they were going to be doing some other weapon buffs other than bow. They said that the bow was in a good place right now, but they would be looking at some other weapons, so... Yeah, if they don't drop any weapon updates with P11, like, they'll definitely mention it elsewhere. Honestly, okay, yeah, so the shield is, like, really, really good, because it's, like, not only do you get to throw the shield, you get a blade that's your quote-unquote melee option, which is awesome. So, like, instead of sitting there, like, trying to, farm out all these things or whatever, like, or like you accidentally throw your weapon, you're not like as stuck as you would be otherwise. You know? Hold on, my brain can't do multiple things at once. Give me a second. I gotta kill some spices. Hey guys, can you not murder me, please? That'd be real great. Also, if one of you can give me your soul, that would also be really great. Oh, I did not do that in time. Oh! Alright, fine, I'll use my potions. Fine, I will be basic. No. Excuse you. Rude. Thank you, give me your soul. Excellent, beautiful. Why are these guys here? But no, like, it's really, really nice when you throw your shield and you still have a blade to fight versus, like, if you throw one of your other weapons, you just punch people. So it is kind of really, really nice, though. Shield blocks. Yeah, it is definitely kind of weirder, because, like, you're beating them with your shield and stuff. So, like, the main focus of that does seem to be more about the shield than it does the sword and shield part of it. But yeah, definitely give them that feedback for sure. Yeah, recall blade and kill. Yeah, seriously though. Like, I mean, I know the very earliest iteration that they teased the game, they did show that, like, you would be able to control where your weapon recoil went. Ooh, he dropped something. He dropped something. Oh, let me kill this. Let me kill it and see what he dropped. What he dropped. Oh my god, I quit. Smooth. That is the second one I received tonight. That is stupid. I really do think it's tied in to your virtues at this point. Okay, yeah, I think that is how that works. I 100% think it is tied to your virtues. Because I have now received, this is my 5th Blessed by Mora. And I'm sick of it, if I'm being perfectly honest. I don't want to be blessed by Mora anymore. And I do think it's because my virtue is courage. I wonder if I can, like, even these out perfectly. Oh gosh, I can't unspend that. Maybe then I will, like, equally get every opportunity. This is gonna be terrible, but screw it, let's do it. Yes, Gray, I am. I'm sick of the best joinery in the game. I just want options, okay? I want options. You know, I want to be blessed by other things. This is gonna be a nightmare. This will be so much fun. Let's do this. Yeah. I don't know. I am a collector. I would like to collect all of the joineries, not just one joinery. Yeah. So I don't know. I do need to provide that feedback to the team and let them know, though, that I've received. I am Alka, actually. So I am the children of Alka. So I don't know if that also has a thing to do with it. But the shield from the mob's strong as hell. Yeah, honestly, the shield is really, really good. I do miss being on my sword and shield. It was pretty nice, for sure. I know. Fine. After this mission, I will jump back to the Silent Rose. Yeah, but then theoretically, I should be getting blessed by Idris, wouldn't I? Theoretically. There's no. Are you kidding me? Is that how they're doing this? Is that how this is working? It's based off of which freaking faction you're in? Oh, no wonder I keep getting blessed by Mora. Gross. Yeah, I'm gonna test it with this triple kit. My magic spread around. And then I can test that as well. But yeah, all I have received are Mora. So, oops, that is motes that are changing. So yeah, so I have 2 of these, I have had 2 of these, and 1 of these, so. Yeah. But every single one of them has been blessed by Mora. And that is all I receive. I'm so tired of it. But yeah. Oh, did they really lock it into being part of the Silent Rose for Odiak? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, okay. Fairness balance. I'm just unlucky. I'm lucky in the eyes of most players and unlucky in my own eyes. Got it. Okay. Odiak, though, that's interesting. And frustrating.
I'll show you three.
But at least then I could tell people, hey, jump over to the Silent Rose. You should be able to get some drops that way. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It's fine. Again, TikTok, I'm so sorry. I don't know why my chat is broken. It's not me ignoring you, I promise. You guys were great earlier, and I'm so sorry. But if you guys hop over to Twitch, I can at least chat with you there. I don't know what happened, and I would have to restart my entire stream just to get that chat back up. So, interesting. Okay. Alright, well, that's annoying. And interesting. But yeah, I can jump over. I refuse to go back to the kit. Like, F Ben. He ain't get me back. I guess I will just never get grace. It's fine. But yeah, I'm just like, I just non-stop on the Mora is a bit ridiculous. And I'm like... Fen can just double drop dead again. Rot in his crypt. I don't know. Anyways. But yeah, so I am gonna try it out though with choking on air. Doing great, guys, I promise. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. Or they'll come back and be like, hey, we messed up. Now I'm doing it properly or something. Like, any number of things could be going on with it. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know why that is my luck. If it is just luck-based, because I'm like, that is literally the one I do not need any of at this point. I guess I do still technically need it because, ow, what in the crap nugget? I do want to get, like, enough for every single one of my weapons in the event I ever do want to switch them. But I also want options and variety, so. Give me your soul. Fine, I guess not. No healing. Get wrecked. That is not here. I keep forgetting my power is not nearly as good as it was. Yeah, tantrum lightning. Ooh, at least we got a stag. I've been getting so many stag quests today. I'm so happy. It makes me so happy. Like, I've gotten a few of the bannerets, but I've been getting a lot of the stags, and I'm very excited for that. So. Yeah, I mean, it's been good so far. Like I said, like, I've been getting blessed for sure, just not by the thing I want. Or, you know, anything else but the thing I've been getting. The explosion, nope. I got murdered earlier. Well, I didn't get murdered, but I definitely got picked up by him earlier. It's been a minute since I've been picked up by the stag, though. Ow, he kicked me. Damn, son. That has been a minute, too. Okay, come here, sir. Come here and get exploded by my decoy. I need you to get... Oh, it's doing just baby damage. Come on. Oh god, there's enemies. No! Let me have that It's... I just got another double! Oh my gosh, get out of here. Get out of here, I just got another double. Double stag! Double stag! I'm so freaking excited for the double stag! This is the second time this has happened tonight. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is making up for all the times I didn't get the stag the other day. This is good stuff. This is definitely a bug, I swear. But it's a good bug and I will take it. Not an exploit. I didn't do it. That's funny. That's good stuff. Alright, you know what? How about we kill these guys first? You know. Let's get them out of here. They don't need to assist in the fighting. Yeah, you take them out. I'm gonna go kill this guy over here. Blind him I totally missed blinding him. My bad. He dead there. Ow! Alright. I understand. I understand, sir. It's time for you to take a very long nappy nap. Go. No, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Go take a nappy. Nappy time. It's sleepy time. What we get? What we get? Rug. Look at that. It's giving me. What happens if I hit art? Nothing. Ah, fine. I did that. I had that the other day too. Where it just gave me a weird lettering like that. Did we get a third? No. It would have been nice. It's all good. But yeah. No. I do need to see if I can get some more joineries though. To test the balance. Actually, holy crap. Okay, it is 10:30 though. So or it's almost 10:30. I do probably actually. Okay, I'm gonna do this 3-tier, and then I'm gonna send you guys off to somebody else who's playing Soulframe, because it's 10:30 at night, and I mean I ate dinner, but like it was like that much food, so I need some sustenance before crashing. But no, I do appreciate everybody being here. It's been a lot of fun. So we're gonna go do this 3-star, and then I don't know what time tomorrow, but I will be on tomorrow at some point, assuming we don't get another thunderstorm. Yesterday was pretty gnarly. But if we don't get another thunderstorm, I will definitely be streaming the Warframe stuff. And y'all get to watch me struggle with that because I haven't touched it in a
Time to
hot
water out,
minute.
you big legs.
Yeah,
Don't get
let's
those
go.
kickers in a
That's
twist.
fun. Let's do
I'll
it.
show you the roots.
Run! But yeah, no, I do appreciate y'all hanging out. It's been a lot of fun, especially special shout to folks that were over on TikTok. They probably, I don't know, still are. I can't see the chats, and I swear it's not me ignoring you. It's just straight up broken. I don't know why. But I appreciate you guys. You guys were having some fun conversations over there. It was really, really good. And yeah, like I said, we are playing Soulframe. Mostly playing Soulframe. We will be playing Warframe tomorrow. And it has been a joy sharing this game with folks. So, yeah. Knock out this mission, and then I will send you guys, at least folks over here on Twitch, I will send you guys to somebody else who is currently playing, leave me alone, I don't have any potions left. Somebody else who is playing Soulframe, if they are playing Soulframe right now, we'll see. But yeah, special shout out to Gray for being amazing and gifting all those subs, and I'm sorry, I don't know why it did not show up that you yourself got a subscription, but either way, it is appreciated. It's fun being able to run a Mendicant King and learn stuff I didn't know before. Like I said, always learning something new, which is great. And, you know, for people who are like, oh, well, you know, I've been playing for like 3 days and I know everything about this game. Okay, I've been playing this for almost 2 years and I still don't know everything about this game. So, you know. Like I said, take everything people say with a grain of salt, make your own opinion, play it. That is my biggest suggestion, is play this game yourself before you form an opinion. Just because some streamer, whatever, says that it's the greatest or worst thing that they've ever played in their life, like, doesn't mean that's gonna be your experience, so. please definitely make your own opinion on it. Make your own, create your own thoughts about it, and, you know, be a good human being. Don't knock something before you try it, you know? But yeah, to me, it is a great game. I am happy to share it with everybody and anybody that I can. In the event I get more codes, I will absolutely do a giveaway on that, and hopefully see more of you soon in this game. If I'm not already seeing you, and like I said, feel free to add me at any point if you want. For it, just let me know like where you found me from, because then it kind of gives me a good idea of where you came from, and you're not just some random person adding me. Because it does help a little bit. Cause like I'll get some folks from YouTube who are like, "Oh yeah, I saw your guide, and you mentioned, you know, adding you." That's helpful. That helps me out. So I know that you're not just some random person who just saw my name in a list who's like, "Oh, I'm adding that person," or whatever. No. We interacted. That's good. Then I'm okay. But yeah, alright. Let's grab these up, and then I will send you guys off to somebody as soon as I find... There is a chest around here, and I want it. And I gotta find it first, before I send you guys off into the abyss. I don't know where it is. I probably shouldn't have gone over here, because I just triggered enemies. Is it in there? No, it's not in there. Oh, chest. Where are you hiding? That sounded weird and ominous. Okay, well, they're not following me, so I'm just gonna pop into the nightfold, and I'll look for it a little bit later. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go send Twitch folks over to somebody else who is playing Soulframe right now. For the folks who over on YouTube and TikTok, I do appreciate it. You guys do not need to follow me, but it is appreciated if you do. And like I said, I am very, very happy to share my knowledge of this game and help you in whatever way I can. So let's go see who is currently streaming over on Twitch. That's the wrong button. And go give them a little bit of some love, you know? I do try to find smaller streamers sometimes, just because I like to give them views and stuff. But that does not necessarily mean I know anything about them, and I'm so sorry if I send you to somebody weird. It's not intentional. I just like to, you know, lift up random streamers. So, I am seeing somebody called Black Bearded Vet. I know nothing of them. I don't know their personality. I don't know anything. Actually, they're 18 plus, so I'm actually not gonna send you guys there. Just because I don't know what they're gonna say if and when I pop in. Instead, I'm gonna send you guys over to Info Mills. I don't know much about him at all, but he's playing Soulframe, and that's what matters, right? So for those who are on, whoops, I accidentally hit raid. So we're raiding him, and that's what we're doing. So yeah, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you all, and see you in the future.